Hey, a lot of work put into this moment. A lot of work. Remember one thing today. You're not alone. You got 10 dudes around you that are going to lay it on the line for you. Do the same for them. Dominate on 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
I'm excited. You know that I don't play. I will take you on a date. Yeah, I'm the 40
Ready to go.
I know this from the heart, cause you know that I'm a star. And it's all came from the heart. You were here when it was hard. I told the world.
Hey, gotta love this, man. Get to go out there and play some football, man. Have some fun, play for each other.
Or tell for the man next to you.
Hey, 60 minutes, play for one another.
Hey, man, this is a hell of an opportunity. What you willing to lay on the line? Ask yourself that.
Finish, grind, take a deep breath, and have some fun. Okay?
Hey, chat. We are here back with End Zone Express. Okay. Now, we got some funny shit though.
Tired nigga, I'm taking me serious, man. Hey, drop a Mike Tyson in the bank, let it bang out. I just made a play, got another at the same house. Little bitch amazed when she see the racks laid out. Moving like a felon, I can never get that stain out. Okay, bitch, okay. All this money that I made make a little bitch behave. Doing shit with my life that I really can't explain. I'm like Wick with a strap, Wolverine with a blade. I could ball every day, but just do it on occasion. Bitch, do what I say, no hesitation. Walk this in the bank, nigga, no explanation. Triangle on the site, do it like a mason. Nigga want the sauce, type of shit I can't disclose. If you gon' beat the law, study up on loopholes. 12 get behind you when you running on that road. Put some water in the bag, let that bitch decompose. Pigs stay lying, always acting like they know shit. Yeah, I'm half white, but it's better for the code switch. Tryna stay low, I don't need no one to notice. Take your little bitch with her water like Moses. Say they want my head, but they'll never see me bleed out. Gotta beat the game or you got some shit to read about. Tryna lay low, I can't let the tea leak out. God try to tell me leave the spot, gotta be out. Got shit on deck, I ain't talking Zach Cody. Assume niggas broke, nigga, you gon' have to show me. Only 24, but I ball like I'm Kobe. Lying to probation, they don't really know me. Drop a Mike Tyson in the bank, let it bang out. I just made a play, got another at the same house. Little bitch amazed when she see the racks laid out. Moving like a felon, I can never get that stain out. Okay, bitch, okay. Different color beams on the poles like a rave. Keep the shit I do in the dark like a cave. Let them fall off, stay behind like a cape. Niggas know I'm shitting on them and I do it to this day. Let them all die out, make your whole fly out. Which bitch fuck the best, we gon' have tryouts. Fuck is a drought, cause this product never dry out. Really made moves, I don't got shit to lie about. Walk 'em in the bank and a punch like Floyd. Really got the sauce, I ain't talking about soy. Pockets got swole, I ain't using no roids. Drop a Mike Tyson in the bank, let it bang out. I just made a play, got another at the same house. Little bitch amazed when she see the racks laid out. Moving like a felon, I can never get that stain out. Okay, bitch, okay.
Okay.
Bro, that's just fucking fire, bro.
Okay, y'all don't know. That comeback about to be crazy. That's my dog. That comeback about to be crazy. Y'all don't even know. Oh my goodness. But we are here, okay? And we are here on End Zone Express. And we are going to get right into this, John, okay? Top 10 quarterback. Shout out TBC Lotto, man. Much love. Much love, bro. Shout out to TBC Lotto, bro. He's always tuning. He's always supporting me. You feel me? Shout out to him. I don't know. I might have to make the NBA intro with that song. That shit is too hard
that
for real.
Fire, bro.
That shit is too hard.
That is crazy.
But we gonna get right into it, okay? I'm gonna let Ben go first on this one. Actually,
of course you would.
I'm gonna let Ben go first on this one. But we do have 2 new people in here with us. So please, if you are in the chat, drop W's in the chat for Mr. Elijah and Mr. Jason. Please welcome them here. Please, if you guys are in the chat, W's, please. Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, whatever the case may be. Thank you guys for being here, bro. Thank you guys, absolutely. Shout out to Joey Shevs, my boy I went to school with from Waltham, Massachusetts. My guy, bro. Shout out to Joey Shevs, bro. Thank you for tuning in. He says Baker Mayfield's top 3, so there might be a dispute with that. There might be a dispute with that. I'm not sure if any of us agree on that one, but we'll get into it. we'll talk about what we got. So as you guys know, we like to have some graphics. Right now, top 10 quarterbacks. Okay, End Zone Express for everyone watching. Shout out to you guys. Please go subscribe, follow on Twitch at the Bay State Media, on Instagram, Bay State Media Collective, on Twitch, the Bay State Media Collective, on YouTube. Please make sure you hit that bell too. Hit that bell. So every time we go live, you guys can tune in and you guys are here to watch greatness happen. And we are the next up and coming analyst group. So make sure you guys stay tuned in. Okay. And also another thing too, my good man, Ben here, he has a show that is currently out with Mr. Hristo Sturgakis. Would you like to tell us a little bit before we get started, just to make sure that the fans know?
Yes, of course. We have launched a Aussie Prospect Show. Our first episode launched on Monday. It's called From the Nosebleed. We have a YouTube channel. The first episode isn't on there because it's on the Bay State channel, but the second one will be. Make sure to look it out next Monday. From the Nosebleeds.
Yes, indeed. If you like hockey, you like prospects, go to it into that. Okay, but we're gonna dive right into this. Ben, since you got your top 10 quarterbacks here, my brother, talk to us about your top 10 quarterback list. And while you do that, I will obviously show some clips of each one.
Okay, so at 1, I'm gonna start at 1, start at 10.
Mm-hmm. You can start. You can start either. I'm sorry. You can.
Okay.
Actually start at 10. Actually, let's do that. Let's go from 10 to 1. I like that. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So at 10, I have Jared Goff. Look,
okay.
The Lions may not have made the playoffs, but I was talking in the past. I said may not have made the playoffs, but Jared Goff is still one of the leading QBs in yards. So you got to consider him for this list, and I put him at 10. You gotta.
Nah, I'm sorry. You know my gripe with Jared Goff.
I know.
What is
it's
your
just
gripe
me.
with Jared Goff, bro?
We'll get to it. I'm gonna let him go. After
at 9, Caleb Williams. Gotta give him the love. You gotta.
Mm-hmm.
I just, with the other QBs on this list, I just don't know where else to put him. Okay, the number 8, you may be like, okay, you could have put him above him. And 8 is Sam Darnold, but this guy just won a Super Bowl. You can't put him this low. And again, 8 is kind of questionable, but I think it's fair for him.
Yeah, Darnold did the unthinkable. You and I are on the same page on that.
Yep. At 7, I have Joe Burrow. Look, this guy is good. I love Joe Burrow. It's probably my second favorite quarterback in the league after my own quarterback, which I'll get to. But this guy, injuries, yes, it seems gonna be better next year. It said today, this is the best roster we've had, best roster Bengals we've had since he's got there. This is got here. It's the best roster they had. That's what
absolutely.
He said that today, and I do agree.
Arguably, because that year that they went to the Super Bowl, they did have some veterans. So that's the only reason why I'd say arguably. But in terms of talent on paper, I do agree with that.
Okay, yeah, and at 6, my own Lamar Jackson. Just can't look past the season that he has put both rushing and passing. Like 2019, I think it was 4,000. Like I think it was 4,000 yards and 1,200 rushing. 5,000 total yards as a quarterback is ridiculous. Like both together. And he has proven year in, year out that he's like one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So I think that's fair that I have him at 6. I have Drake May at 5. Okay. So
wow.
This is no like knock on Mayfield because he has a talent.
Wait. I just registered that. You have him above Lamar Jackson? I just registered that.
Holy.
As a Ravens fan, this deserves an explanation. But I actually like this. I really do actually like this a lot. I do. because people might be coming around to Lamar, and you know, I know the 2 MVP conversation, but like, I want to hear your explanation because I like this.
Okay, I know like Drake May is like what 3 seasons under his belt now, and Lamar is like what 6, I think 6 or 7.
Yep,
I think he's only 8 year.
Drake May has 2. Well, technically 1 and
Going
like
into his
3/4, like 1 and like 2/3. Yeah, basically, but
So he's going into his 3rd year. That's what I
yeah,
mean.
he's going into his 3rd. Yeah,
The thing with Lamar Jackson, he can be inconsistent at times. I'm not just I love him. He's up. There's so up and down, so much up and downs with him.
no one
And-
can argue because he's a Ravens fan. I love it.
I've seen this shit. The amount like of turnovers you can cause and turnovers and picks. It's just beyond me. And sometimes I just question myself why he does that shit. But and Drake May, and like I know he's young, he's going into his 3rd year. I haven't seen that from him really. There's no like inconsistency with his career so far, and he has proven that he does deserve to be like in the conversation. Maybe that 5 is a bit controversial, like you guys can say, but I have him now. This is my look. I know Amari will like probably agree with me on this. I've Dak Prescott at 4.
Oh my.
So proud of you, Ben. So proud.
Look,
So proud of you, Ben.
This Prescott is not. You can't look past Prescott's stats. These stats are the same thing as I said with Jared Goff. I just love Prescott more. His ability. It's just. I can't even describe it. It's not like he's living me speechless because I can describe his game, but what he does with his offensive line, while he's pretty much carrying this whole team with a bad defense. That's what he did last year. Not the defense is going to be better, and the Cowboys will be back in the playoffs, most likely. Okay, at 3. I'm just going to speed fire through the one. Patrick Mahomes at 3, Josh Allen at 2, Matthew Stafford at 1. Matthew Stafford at 1 is pretty self-explanatory. MVP, his stats in the 2025 season was ridiculous. Best offense, didn't make sense. And easily could have gone into the Super Bowl as well, easily. Josh Allen at 2, again, it's not like you could argue that it could be at 1. It could be above Stafford. It could be under Mahomes. He has proven everything so far in his career that he's deserves to be at least in the top 3 best quarterbacks in the league, at least. And Patrick Mahomes is just Patrick Mahomes. He just falls out at 3 because I think Stafford and Allen are going into a better year than Mahomes will. But I don't think the Chiefs will be bad because they will be good with the new revamped team.
Okay, I want to go next so bad, but I gotta let Jason and Elijah go before
I
myself.
got some stuff to say about his list real quick though.
Talk to us,
I'm
Jason.
listening.
Talk to us.
There's a big glaring hole that I'm seeing, and I want to see if one of you can catch it first. There's a certain guy missing from the list.
If you said Bo Nix, I don't agree.
No, not Bo Nix.
Okay. The 4 are the names I have written down that I didn't put. Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Brock Purdy, Bo Nix.
Go again.
Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Brock Purdy, Bo Nix. That's the 4 guy I've noted
You
down.
still don't have him.
What?
You still don't have the guy I'm talking about. That's crazy. It's Mr. Jalen Hurts, brother.
Oh my God! I knew this shit was coming. Oh my
God.
Okay, okay. From 10 to 1, go ahead.
Okay.
I don't like the guy.
So at 10, Mr. Jared Goff, right? I like what I see out of him most of the time. But I will say when the rest of the team around him is not clicking, he is not clicking. Whether he's the culprit of that or just a victim of it is, up for debate. You could go either way with it. But
I originally didn't have him in my top 10, but I moved him after I looked at his stats.
I can
It was like,
pretty comfortably slot him in at 10.
that is fair. I didn't have him there usually. Originally.
Oof, I don't think you guys are gonna like this one. Number 9, I have Baker Mayfield.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I don't hate
I
it.
wrestled
okay.
with the 8 through 10 spots, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of guys I don't have on here that I'm like, oh, like I was really tossing up between 8 and 10.
That's 7 through 10 was really hard for all of us.
I just like Baker just a little bit more than Goff. I feel like his highs are higher than Goff, and his lows are just about the same, which for me gives him the upper hand over Goff. And at 8, I have Justin Herbert. Ooh, I don't know if you guys are gonna like that one.
Okay. Is it because of the all-line problems this team in the playoffs?
I can understand it.
Not necessarily.
Because I've
been-
seen that argument.
It's like how a lot of people stuck with Trevor Lawrence throughout his rough patches.
Mhm.
I've been like that all the way through with Justin Herbert, and then he picked it up, within this past year. So I felt pretty good about having him at 8. I think
So-
Go ahead.
Okay. Let me ask you, can I ask you a question real quick
Go ahead.
before you continue? Now, what I want to know, bro, is with how we consider Justin Herbert and take it from somebody who has literally been the biggest Justin Herbert believer
Okay.
for maybe this since he's been in the NFL. He completely proved me wrong when he came out of Oregon. I had no faith, but for what they were propping him up to be, I wasn't so necessarily sure that he was ready to take on all the stuff he's ready to take on in the NFL. And I get it, right? Like, if we're going to keep calling this guy top 5, you have to make some sort of progress on winning a playoff game. At some point, you lost to a second-year quarterback. And if you are considered top 5 or top 7 or top 8 constantly, how did you lose to a second-year quarterback and put up 3 points in a playoff game? And I know we can attribute this to all these other problems, right? And we can attribute it to, well, QJ's not that good. Well, QJ had a breakout year. You could sit
QJ
here
had a
and say,
breakout year for sure.
like, we could sit here and we can make as many excuses, but Joe Burrow went to a Super Bowl with no excuses. And I just think if he's as good as people keep propping him up to be, is that why you have him here? Because you still believe that that's the case? Because I personally will tell you right now, I don't have him in my top 10. I think the fact that he lost to a second-year quarterback that was banged up with his shoulder. We watched the film. I mean, I was here watching with Mr. Chiefs Capital. Shout out to Chiefs Capital. I was watching with Ben. We were in Discord. That shoulder was a real problem. You couldn't beat a quarterback whose right shoulder didn't work properly. There were so many reads May couldn't throw because of his shoulder, and you couldn't capitalize and score any points. Scoring points ain't on the defense. So do you have him here because of his body of work, or do you have him here because you still believe?
I want to counteract your point about especially this year not being able to beat a second-year quarterback. I mean, it's going to go back to the same, excuse that everybody's been giving him, which is the O-line. That O-line it couldn't stop a damn toy car coming through the line. I mean,
It's true.
There's not a lot he could do in that regard, regardless of if it's a rookie quarterback, a second-year quarterback, or like, an Aaron Rodgers type veteran. There's just nothing you could do there. With him, though, these past 2 seasons with QJ being, dog shit his rookie year, and then picking up this year, you have Vlad McConkey, who popped off last year and then kind of went a little bit downhill this year. There's been a lot of consistency with his wide receiver room and then also the O-line. So that can kind of be, justified just a little bit in terms of losing to the second-year quarterback. But it also is a mix of I like how he can extend plays. He really doesn't make that many mistakes that are costly. He won't exactly 100% win you the game by carrying you on his back, but he won't lose you the game either. But also, it's a mix of I still believe in him.
That's a fair assessment. Okay.
yeah, sure.
I can I mean, not that you convinced me, because I didn't really need convincing, because I can't defend him anymore. But I feel like he shouldn't have lost to a second-year quarterback. I feel like that's like the thing that, like, for me is driving force of, if we keep putting him in these high conversations based on still believing, like, somehow, some way, Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl and he beat arguably
he had Jamar frickin' Chase, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
he did, but we can't. But we're talking about the same problems, right? So, offensive line was an issue. That was an issue.
that was a big issue.
So I think if we're keeping it to the reason why they're so comparable is because they've had the same issues at certain times, which is injuries.
That's true.
A lot of the time, Herbert's defense, injuries. Burrow's defense, also not just injuries, but not even living up to where they're supposed to be. So I get it though. I get it. I respect it. Continue.
I'm going to be completely honest with you as well. I've never had Justin Herbert top 5. Like, he's never been in my top 5.
Okay. You understand.
His entire career, he's never been in my top 5.
Good.
Yeah, he's always kind of hover around that 6 to 10, maybe 6 to 15 mark for me. But
Yeah.
all right, number 7.
Absolutely.
I do have Drake May.
Okay. I like it. I like it.
Rookie year was, Gerard Mayo as head coach, so wow. But I do give him that slight edge over Justin Herbert, just because I feel like he's already done more than Justin Herbert in 2 years compared to Justin Herbert's 6 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's done more than Herbert enough to be 7.
Oh, this is going to sound so crazy. I'm sorry, Chad. I know we're on a football episode, but Jalen Williams just got hurt.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oof. Sorry. I know that was random. It's basketball day. He just got hurt. That's going to affect that game and that series a lot if he
won't return with he's had an hamstring injury.
Yeah, he's been dealing with that for a minute, man. But anyways, I'm sorry. Continue.
Nah, you're all good. Ooh, number 6. I got my dog Jalen Hurts right there, man.
I get it. He's won a Super Bowl. I can't be mad. He's won a Super Bowl, dude. What am I gonna sit here and shit on the guy? No, man.
Yeah,
he won a Super Bowl, bro. Like, I don't believe he's top 10 based on some of these other guys that have done stuff with less. But it's. I get it. I can
see that, but specifically talking about that Super Bowl year, I feel like he did enough with the mix. Obviously, the team mostly carried by Barkley, damn near setting the fucking rushing record. Like, that's gonna be your top headline basically from that year. But I feel like he did enough within that to justify he can justify the argument of, oh, he was carried by Saquon. I don't think that's entirely true. Yes, Saquon did do a lot of the heavy lifting, but I think also Hurts played his role in that and did enough for the team to be up as high as I have him. But also the only gripe that I have putting him up this high is he can be a little bit inconsistent. But between his passing ability, his rushing ability, I do like him more than the guys that I have below him.
I do have a gripe with you having that 6 because what's in my head when I think of him is that 2 turnover play, 1 pick, 1 fumble. That's just like, you can't do that as a quarterback.
No, I get it. And I get the whole sentiment that, like, he's this guy that we look at and and yes, we nitpick him. And I think the only reason we nitpick the guy is because he went to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think we would nitpick him if they didn't make it that far that first year he made it. And even then, Jalen Hurts has had an MVP caliber season before in his career. And I can understand why certain people have him where they should. The only reason why I don't have Jalen Hurts where maybe some people feel like he should be, it's the inconsistency part, but it's also we don't even know what Jalen Hurts. He's not a quarterback that elevates a team. Like I think he's if I'm remembering correctly, I don't think he's ever thrown for 4,000 yards ever in his career. And yes, you might be able to say he makes up for it in rushing yards, but like throwing for 4,000 yards in any capacity or even 5,000, Joe Burrow threw for 5,000 and missed the playoffs.
He has never done it.
He has never thrown for 4,000.
Like, yeah, and it sucks because I think Jalen Hurts is very capable of being a lot better. I think he's very capable of someone with his type of journey that he had in college to be able to go to Oklahoma and to be able to go to Alabama and win those jobs. That's a hard thing to do. That's not an easy thing to do. You had to have some sort of leadership capabilities. You had to have some sort of skill where they felt, all right, I know you could take us to where we need to be. But is it a kind of a place that we look at other quarterbacks? Maybe like the reason why we keep putting Justin Herbert up there is because we know how good he is, but the rest of his team isn't that good. Because like, what if you put some of these guys on the Eagles? I don't know. The shit might look a lot different if Joe Burrow's on the Eagles, if Justin Herbert's on the Eagles with that roster. They might throw for 5,000 a year. So that's my only gripe. I don't disagree with you because, bro, then he won a Super Bowl. Like,
something I have for you, though, to counter the passing yards argument is the fact that he's had a different offensive coordinator every single year since college. So he's never really been able to.
I guess.
It's a great point. I can't even argue it.
Fix himself into the right system enough. Most of the time when you see a quarterback and you see a new offensive coordinator with him, it's going to take more than just the 1 year to settle in fully to that system. They can learn the system and get comfortable with it, but it's really hard in 1 year to learn the entire new system perfectly to a T. And the fact that he's had a different offensive coordinator every single year is something that probably can, again, just be an excuse, but it's, in my opinion, a valid excuse as far as the passing yards things go.
Absolutely. I don't disagree. I think that's a great point. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I got Jalen Hurts at 6. Number 5, I do have Joe Burrow. I really wanted to put him higher, but I just don't feel like we've seen enough out of him just because of how much he is injured or has some sort of limitation on him. I don't feel like we've seen enough of him to put him above 5. And honestly, putting him at 5 for me was just high enough. I could not go any higher than 5.
That's why like the fact that he has been playing like not a lot in due to injury. That's why I have him at 7.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I'm there with you, and I'm a very big believer. Which I will once I get to mine, it'll all make
literally
sense.
If he plays what is considered an average season for him and just plays the entire way through, he can very easily get above number 5, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. And I think
I love the dude.
He's been to a Super Bowl with some crazy circumstances. So
yeah,
and he's also been thrown into the fire at certain points, like go save our season. That's like a hard thing to ask one man to do. And I agree with you on that sense that he's that high. Absolutely.
I also do feel like though you kind of have to give him, or you kind of have to take it just a little bit away from him from when he is playing at his best, because again, he does have Jamar fucking Chase to throw to. Like,
T. Higgins, Chase Brown, Mike Gesicki, all great offensive players who can score.
No, absolutely.
I agree.
Jamar, and you didn't say Jamar Chase, and obviously, and Yoshivas. So.
Well,
Yoshivas is so underrated. Oh my god,
he's all right. He's all right. He's okay. He only saw a volume of targets because certain guys couldn't play.
Oh well,
That's all I'm gonna say about that. Like,
oh, that's fun. It's a good.
I think he's a decent football player. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, like he's good or like, I don't know.
No, I think he's underrated, underappreciated though, for sure.
I might not agree with you, but I could get with I can get with like you convincing me that. Like if you could, like I could, if you were to convince me, I might believe you. Honestly, to be real.
That is a topic for another time, but I will have to get on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So number 4, I have Lamar Jackson.
Oh my God.
So Jackson, yeah, Dylan Harper.
This is football news. Hold on. This is football news.
Yeah. I saw that too.
LSU is hiring Ed Orgeron on Lane Kiffin's staff. Ho, ho, ho! LSU national chip is coming next year. Telling you.
Run that by me again.
LSU is hiring Ed Orgeron on Lane Kiffin's staff. And now we have to do I'm sorry, that was an NFL free agency live. We did not change the caption. That's on me. But that's big. That's huge. That might shift the landscape of where guys want to transfer to be quite honest. You can go play for Lane Kiffin and Ed Orgeron.
It depends on what his role is, though.
Oh,
Really
it's going to be
depends on what
big,
his
bro. He's going to be like Lane Kiffin's number 2 for sure. Like,
I don't know if I can agree with that.
He won a natty there. I mean,
with Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. I mean,
but he was good before that. You can't
talent.
You can't take that away from him, though. Like, he's been good before that, though. Like, I can't sit and say because he won, it was because he had an overload of ridiculous talent. But that's what it takes to win an NCAA championship. But anyways, I'm sorry. Continue. That was a breaking news thing I felt like should have been broken.
That it definitely has potential to be big, but really depends on what his role is. Yeah. So number 4, I got Lamar Jackson.
Oh,
number 4, Lamar Jackson.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So, first thing I want to highlight the negatives of inconsistency, little bit of injury. He's a little injury prone. I won't say fully, but it's there.
He has trouble. He has trouble with injuries. He does.
Yeah, I won't say it's like his most prevalent problem, but it's definitely something that is there. But also just again general inconsistency.
He's got to get that hamstring right.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's going to affect him the way he plays.
But I will say his inconsistency points are nowhere near as prevalent and like frequently appearing as the guys below him.
Mm-hmm.
Which is something that I like about him, where when he's inconsistent, it's pretty bad, but it's it's rare that he gets to that point in the first place.
Right.
And that's just something I really like out of a quarterback. You got to be consistent. Whether you're a good quarterback or a bad quarterback, it doesn't matter to me. You got to be consistent.
Right.
But also just the rushing ability, man, because it creates a whole nother issue for the defense.
See, that's why I have him. Because yes, he's good up and down passing and rushing, but yes, there's inconsistencies and injuries issues. Like that's not.
But I still think 4 is probably the best.
No, it's a good spot. I'm not saying it's bad, but I think where I have him is fine.
I think that's extremely fucking fair. Like
people, they almost they LARP too hard on his rushing ability, where they think it is the number 1 part of his game. But I think the only reason he even rushes so much in the first place is to distract you from the fact of how good of a passer he is. He's a really good passer, dude. Like, it's not going to be the type of passes that show up on the highlight reels, but it's going to be one of those things where every time he does pass, it is the best option available 9 times out of 10. He takes the best pass available 9 times out of 10, puts his team, in my opinion, the best situation possible. Like I said, 9 times out of 10. There's never a point where Lamar Jackson is going to be putting you in a worse spot than somebody else would. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, 1,000%. No, I'm completely with you.
No, so yeah,
1,000%.
I think with Lamar Jackson and up, I think is where we start to see the guys who actually have that game-changing impact that you really need from your quarterback. And I think he starts that off perfectly.
Yeah,
But yeah, from Lamar Jackson, I go to Josh Allen at number 3. I was really teeter-tottering 1 through 3. I landed on Josh Allen here because it's too much. The turnover problem that he started out his career with has gone down, but you have to admit it's still there.
yeah.
It's still a very
I'm with
obvious
you.
problem.
I'm with you.
I'm
with
yeah,
you.
yeah. I agree with that.
Same thing. How we look at Lamar, I'm with you. And Jalen Hurts, like I'm with you.
And if you
well,
look
actually,
at,
Jalen Hurts doesn't actually turn the ball over as much as they do. To be actually quite honest with you, I'm just gonna be real. So I get that.
Jalen Hurts,
1,000%.
since he took over in 21, interceptions 9, 6, 15, 5, and 6. Josh Allen from 21, 15, 14, 18, 6, and 10. So that turnover problem.
And in all reality, though,
down, but it is still a very, very prevalent and present issue.
Yeah, it's still there. Yeah.
He did have less help, though. I don't think Josh Allen's a good comparison. Maybe someone else, but Josh Allen's the worst comparison.
No, I mean
to that.
those two. No, absolutely not. I don't. I think there's a much better comparison to be made.
I think one has had a significant amount of better weapons.
Absolutely, but
so if you want to say James Cook and Barkley are a toss-up, I'm not gonna be mad at you.
No.
I'm not gonna be mad at you, but
the quality of the weapons he has at his disposal to both quarterbacks are out of their control. I think the Eagles have a much better ownership, and I feel like they have a better grasp of what they're doing compared to the Bills staff. I mean, you're seeing these guys. Look at the defense, for example. For the past 2-3 years, it seems like Buffalo does not know how to build a defense. Like, they don't know where to fucking start at. Yeah, you drafted Maxwell Harrison the other year, but I'm going way off topic. You drafted Maxwell Harrison the other year, but it's a cornerback when you kind of need a little bit of linebacker help. You definitely need some D-line help. Versus the Eagles, they were able to attack every single problem and hit on it every time, basically. So I think that's more of an ownership issue compared to the quarterbacks. But I do think I think Allen kind of uses what he has a little bit better than Hurts.
Right.
Again, quality of the weapons he has at his disposal is, neither one of their faults or something they can control. So I do give Allen the upper hand here, obviously.
Absolutely.
Over Hurts, but
hell yeah,
Lamar.
Sorry,
I put him
Instagram
over
chat.
Lamar
Shout out to
because-
you guys. Yeah, he said Tom Brady. That's all I know. I play basketball. Now, brother, I get you. I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
But continue. Sorry.
In terms of Lamar versus Allen, for example, Allen knows when to. He knows when he has to step up and put the team on his back and take him to the next step just a little bit better than Lamar, in my opinion. I think Josh Allen has a much better clutch factor. And, I'm really trying to figure out how to word this. Whenever you're in a 2-minute drill and you need Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, I'm taking Josh Allen, dude.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever you think weapons are available, I think Josh Allen utilizes what he has better than Lamar, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I don't at all.
Yeah.
Now
So-
2-1.
2-1. You can definitely flip-flop them, 100%. But I've got Stafford at 2, Mahomes at 1. Stafford being at 2
Mm.
and Mahomes being at 1. Mahomes at 1 just because of what he's done up to this point. And this past season, I feel like was too much of an outlier because they have so much off the field trouble going on. And also, if you give Mahomes anywhere from top 20 up running back, dude, that team is going to be deadly with what they already have. And getting Kenneth Walker, dude, holy, that was one of my favorite things of the offseason that the Chiefs did, was getting Walker. That was one of my favorite things they did. That, I feel like, is their missing piece. Whenever the years that they have fallen short, I feel like their only missing piece was running back in terms of their offense. So getting that with the weapons they already have, we'll see what happens with Rashee Rice. Oh, God, dude. Rashee Rice is a topic for another day, but
Yeah, we'll get to that later in the week, maybe. But
oh, my God, dude. But yeah.
I like it. I love your talk. Honestly, I like it. I do.
Yeah, so I give Mahomes the upper hand over Stafford just because I feel like Stafford is better in the clutch. I feel like Stafford is slightly better passing. But the fact that Mahomes has that, he can extend plays, he can drop bombs on a dime. I mean, he can run. Like, he's elusive and agile, I think, gives me Mahomes over Stafford just barely. And
I don't know if
I
you're
honestly
watching what we're watching right now.
I
but
am, yeah.
He can still move.
He kind of slinging it a little bit.
He can
But
still move,
if
though.
you notice with what's playing right now, most of these clips have him just staying in the pocket and reading in the field. That's not a bad thing. But I think when the D-line is collapsing on him and Mahomes is under pressure, I think he can roll out better than Stafford and get himself out of that situation. Most of the time, Stafford doesn't have to roll out, but
He's younger than him.
in the terms that he does, and that's also another thing too. Stafford, he might start regressing soon. I don't think he will, but the possibility is there, which is another reason why I give Mahomes the upper hand. And it really pains me to say because I should have bias towards Stafford, being a Georgia fan. Him
Right.
coming out of Georgia. I should have bias toward him, but I give the upper hand to Mahomes just slightly. It also comes down to what Mahomes has done. I mean, Mahomes has, 3 Super Bowls? 3 Super Bowls. Stafford's been to 1 and won 1. Or been to 2 and won 1. So in terms of, achievements, Mahomes has the upper hand there. So between those two, it's flippy-floppy, but I give the upper hand to Mahomes.
Okay. I don't hate it.
That's fine. I can. That's fine. I don't disagree.
I don't even I can't. And I'm a Chiefs fan. So for me, this is going to be tough, man. I'm going to start from 10. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to start here.
Ooh, let's see it.
Do my due diligence. At 10, I have Mr. USC Magic Man himself, Caleb Williams. Okay. Now, Ben, if you want to hit the sounds for me, can you hit the sounds for me, please?
Yeah, I got you.
While I pull up the videos of some each, whatever the case may be. I have Caleb Williams at 10. Now, the reason why I have him at 10, see, now it's fun, right? When you get to choose your own.
When you get to do it, it's fun.
But you get to do it, it's fun as shit. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. But I have Caleb Williams at 10. Now, for me, it's more so about he turned that franchise around. And yes, you can say, oh, Ben Johnson was part of it, but Ben Johnson wasn't there the first year. So for me, it's more so about you got a new coach and you were able to expound on what you did your first year. You got better. As a number 1 pick, you have to get better.
I will say, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I will say,
no, go ahead.
When I was saying how Hurts had a different offensive coordinator every year, And while he did adapt to it, but I don't think he fully fell into it, I think that's something that Williams has been able to do tremendously, going from, I can't remember dude's name. I'm blanking on his name.
Matt Nagy. No, not Matt Nagy. Fuck.
I'm blanking on his name. But going from him to
you're right,
to Ben Johnson, I think has been a much better transition from what Hurts was able to do from, one to another. I think Williams has made that transition better. So as much as I don't like to say it, Williams is better in that regard compared to Hurts.
Absolutely. And that's why I have Caleb at 10. Now at 9, I have Bo Nix. Okay. It's just, look at who the guy's been given, bro. Like, I don't think Courtland Sutton's that good. Niggas can glaze him all they want, bro. I don't think Courtland Sutton's that fucking good. He's so one-dimensional. Bro, his route tree is fade, streak, come back. Corner.
No, I agree with you on that.
Slant, he's not quick enough. Drag, he's not quick enough. Even like maybe a high curl, like a 10-yard curl. Like, I just don't think he's good. Like, they put, he's wide receiver 1. He doesn't have a choice on that team. Troy Franklin's good, but he's way more one-dimensional than Courtland Sutton is. He's literally streak, post, corner. There's no like, maybe he can run a drag or a slant here and there because he's quicker. But I can't sit here and definitively tell you whether or not he's like significantly better than any of the other guys that are out there, bro. Bo Nix has been handed some of the least amount of shit. And he just led this team on a half bum ankle to the AFC Championship game. And say what you want, it's Jared Stidham. I get it. But if Bo Nix plays that game, I don't think the Patriots win.
If Bo Nix plays the AFC Championship game against the Patriots, Broncos win every time.
We could what if ourselves to death. We can. But let's be real.
Weather conditions or not, I don't care. Whether they were playing in perfect weather or that snowy weather.
In a
Broncos win that game every time.
Rain, exactly. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. There's no way.
Dude, there's no reason the Broncos should have fell short, especially with that defense they had. No reason they should have fell short.
And they only did because he almost snapped his ankle clean. It's the only reason. People will sit there and be like, oh, Bo Nix wasn't able to do this, and Bo Nix wasn't able to do that. Well, look at what he's been given, and everyone can say, oh, yeah, he had some of the highest amount of time to throw in the league, right? Well, you can sit here and say that all the fuck we want, but who was he throwing to? And then on top of that, J.K. Dobbins can't stay healthy. He hasn't his whole entire career. He didn't even have a real run game. So for him to be asked to be doing what he's doing to get to where he got with almost no reliable run game and almost no reliable wide receivers, now you get Jalen Waddle, who he's going to open up the field for all these other guys who shouldn't be as bad as they are, but they are. And there's a guy out there who's able, now Jalen Waddle is able to create these mismatches for Courtland Sutton. You're going to have to put your best receiver on Jalen Waddle at all. I mean, best receiver. You're going to have to put your best corner on Jalen Waddle at all times.
Which leaves open Courtland Sutton, yeah.
At all times. And then you put Courtland Sutton on wide receiver. Jesus Christ, bro. Cornerback number 2s. He might eat. I mean, he might eat. Like, genuinely. And then Marvin Mims on quarterback number 3s.
To touch on him.
Like, I think that this expands the offense. And remember, this is also going into the new year based on additions. So Jalen Waddle could very, very well open up the length of the field for him. And look, he's got all day to throw a clean pocket. And when he can, look at this. Perfect ball. Marvin Mims is not tall. He's not going to win a jump ball. He's going out there, and shout out to Haagen-Dazs. I can't eat chocolate, but I'm allergic. Shout out to Haagen-Dazs. But genuinely, like, it's an interesting situation, and I think he belongs there. Now, we're going to move forward. I have Joe Burrow at 8. Now,
Wait.
can't stay healthy. Can't stay healthy. As much as I want to give him excuses, I will sit here and stand on this too. I keep saying to people, if Joe Burrow had more than enough circumstances around him and he were to stay healthy, he'd be the second best quarterback in the NFL. Easily.
100%. Literally give him an O-line top 3 easy.
It's easy. Like, if you give him what some of these other guys got, and I get it, everyone can sit here and say Jamar and T, but that's not everything to building an offense. Like, so for me, like, if you give him some of these other circumstances that some of these guys have, and you give him all day to throw, he might average 5,000 a year, bro. He's that good.
Give him the number 20 offensive line in the league.
Yeah.
Literally number 20. He's top 3 easy.
Yep.
Give him the best O-line in the league. Oh my God, they're winning fucking 5 straight Super Bowls.
They might.
If you give him the Eagles, the Broncos, whatever you think is the best O-line, give him that O-line. They're winning 5 Super Bowls straight, dude.
Absolutely. No, yeah, and here's the other thing too, right?
They're not actually winning 5 in a row. I want to make that clear. But
we understand. We understand what you're saying. Absolutely, and he might be there 4 out of 6 years, maybe. Like maybe he might. He's that good. So I have him 8 though. Injuries and his circumstances. I don't even think they did enough, to be honest with you, in the draft and the offseason. I don't even think they did enough.
To be honest,
like Boy Mafe is cool, but you don't even know what Boy Mafe is if he's not on that defense. Like, you don't even know what he might be. Like,
Dexy though.
Yeah, they got Sexy Dexy, but he's just going to get double teamed, and then you're relying on a second year Shamar Stewart. I don't know. It's the defense still is a situation where I have questions about it. Not to say that it's horrible. They did make some upgrades, and yes, it is far better than what it was last year. But I'm not convinced yet. I think I need to be convinced when they go out there and actually do it. I'm not sure.
Something else I need to say about him, though. Something else I need to say about Burrow.
Talk to me.
Give him any sort of O-line help. He would not be as injury prone as he is. If he's not getting hit 100 million times a year, he wouldn't be as injury prone as he is. That's why I don't like using the injury prone argument. Yes, it's there and you have to use it, but I don't like using it because literally all they have to do is give him an O-line and he will not get hurt nearly as much as he does.
Absolutely. I can't even argue with that. Like, I agree. That is
the
also
team is not doing him any favors whatsoever.
1,000%. And the thing is too, is that, he's so good that we have to make sure that this guy is going out there and staying healthy. And I'm not sure the Bengals have done the best job of that. They don't really continue to.
God, no.
He might Andrew Luck us all and retire after this year. He
Absolutely.
might. It's that bad. And I did have a trade suggestion before, which I don't know. Maybe the Lions trade him for Jared Goff. The money matches. I don't know. The money matches.
Lions would have to give up about 5 first-round picks for that to happen.
The money matches. Actually, they have enough players where I feel like they don't even got to give up that many picks. They have enough guys.
They'd have to give up at least 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least 2 picks, of course.
At least
2 picks. Yeah.
They might be able to
first-round picks.
No.
No, at least 2 first-round picks.
I think 1 first rounder and maybe a second, and then 2 players. Their roster's that good. Maybe they might send, I don't know, Jameson Williams over there. Who knows? Like,
J-Mo's not in. Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of that guy.
They might send J-Mo over there. I don't know. Like, J-Mo's not the guy that obviously they would automatically need, or maybe they send Laporta, one or the other. But, like, if to make it work, you get Joe Burrow. That's the best situation Joe Burrow's ever been in on the Lions.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Roster-wise. So, I have him at 8, but I have Sam Darnold at 7. Now,
Sam Darnold thing,
bro,
I don't
like. He don't get it.
Like, dog.
Like, just because he won a Super Bowl doesn't make him.
No.
Yes, bro.
That does not make him top 10.
Yes, bro.
That does not make him top 10.
If you were to sit here and tell me you thought the Seahawks would get anywhere near the NFC Championship game, anywhere near the divisional game this year, you're lying. You're lying. And he did it with a multi-committee running back room. There's not a single. Kenneth Walker hasn't necessarily been the healthiest out of any running backs in the last 3 seasons.
No, yeah, that's true.
Zach Charbonnet is okay. He's decent.
Zach Charbonnet.
He's decent. He's all right. Cooper Kupp's a shell of himself. You have JSN and AJ Barner. No one knew who he was. So we don't even know what AJ Barner would be somewhere else because all we know is what he is with them. And you could sit and say the defense, this, defense, that. Bros, Clint Kubiak is a genius, bro. He's a genius. He drew everything up for this guy to get him to where he's at. And I know coaching is a factor. I get it. But this is the guy who just went back-to-back 14 in 3 seasons and did the unthinkable. No one thought the Chargers, the Vikings were going to win 14 games. You're lying to yourself. If you think the Seahawks were going to win 14 games, you're lying to yourself, bro. Like, Sam Darnold was picked top 5 overall, bro, for a reason. And he finally got here. He won one before Burrow. He won one before Lamar. He won one before Allen. And guess what? His situation was damn near similar to Josh Allen. His situation was damn near similar. Yeah, bro.
Hell no.
Okay. Josh Allen had Stephon Diggs. What are you talking about? Stephon Diggs had 1,300 yards, 1,400 yards on the Bills. JSN, he has 2 great seasons. Bro, come on, let's be real. Good offensive line. Josh Allen's always had a good offensive line. Great defense. Josh Allen had a great defense. He went up against the MVP of the league and beat him. What are we doing? Now, what are we doing, bro? Seriously, what are we doing?
I don't know if Allen ever had a great defense. Comparable to what Seattle's was this year?
Allen has had a top 10 defense every single year since he's gone to the AFC Championship game. He's had a top 10, top 12 defense every year. You can look it up. Go look it up. Research it. I promise you. I'm not joking. I promise you. I promise you. I don't want to, and you're acting like I want to put him here. I have to keep it consistent, bro. Sam Darnold deserves to be here. He won it before your boy Burrow. He won it before Herbert. He has the same amount of Super Bowls as Jalen Hurts with a less talented team game. That's all I'm gonna say. Like,
Jason, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Oh, I mean Jason, because this is.
Oh, okay. I thought you said JSN at first, and then I have a question for you. But go ahead.
Jason, did you have the Seahawks winning the division last year?
You'd be capping. There's no way. Let's ask Elijah.
I don't know why I keep getting muted. No, I didn't.
Elijah, did you have the Seahawks winning the division?
No, I had the Rams.
Yeah, Rams.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he did. No one thought
but
this
also,
was possible. Talk to me.
Nobody thought JSN would be top wherever you have him, top 10, top 5, whatever.
We knew.
Defense would be like that.
We knew. JSN's like that. We knew.
Said nobody thought their defense would be like that. Nobody thought their defense.
No, actually, no. Their defense is the one thing everyone thought that would have them winning 9 games or 10 games. No one thought the offense was going to be that good.
Wasn't the defense putting up all-time numbers though?
Yes, that's a good point. Yes, they were. This is I get it, but that doesn't translate to points. You have to have a quarterback that is going to lead to points. And I get it. He had some games where, okay, there's the 3 picks in that game against the Rams. I get it. Or was it the Niners? One or the other? I can't even remember. One of them. I get that, right? But there has to be some sort of nuance and we have to be consistent. If we're going to put Jalen Hurts 10th, Sam Darnold has to be somewhere higher than him. He has to be.
Fair. That's fair.
It's fair. So that's why I have him at 7. I know that's why I said everybody might not agree. I have Drake May at 6.
Question before we go ahead. You have Sam Darnold top 10 because he won a Super Bowl.
Well, he lived above expectations.
That is true. Do you have Jalen Hurts top 10? Anywhere in your list?
No, because he didn't live above expectations.
The Eagles were not projected to win the Super Bowl that year.
He did exactly what was asked of him, though. It's different. His roster, his offensive line. He had the best running back, arguably damn near at this rate, the most talented running back to maybe ever live since Barry Sanders and AP. You have A.J. Brown, who already proved himself with Ryan Tannehill. and was in a run-first offense with the Titans. And then you put him with Devontae Smith, who won a Heisman as a wide receiver, and it put up 1,000 as a number 2. And then your offensive line has been the top 3 best offensive line this whole time.
Yeah.
Your defense has been top 7 this whole time.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, probably wasn't a great comparison from there. I'm thinking about it now. Probably
there's just so much there that Darnold hasn't had for the majority of his career. He went 14-3 with Kevin O'Connell.
Kevin O'Connell is a fucking quarterback whisperer. To be fair.
He is, but if we're gonna be real, Jordan Addison was getting in trouble and was hurt. And so Jefferson was really the only guy, and he was getting triple teamed that year. And they went 14-3. Aaron Jones, you want to say Aaron Jones? That's fine. Their offensive line, that's fine. Brian Flores is their DC. They had a good defense. That's fine. But look what happens when you finally put the guy who was a top 5 pick in the right situation. Jalen Hurts has been in the right situation since day one. Day one. And yes, Sam Darnold didn't put up an MVP season, but that's why I have Drake May 6th.
Well, I'm curious as to why you think he wasn't in a perfect system in Minnesota.
Because, like I just said, did you expect Minnesota to win 14 games? No. It was him and the quarterback whisperer that did that. And yes, the defense was very, very good. I'm not going to sit here and lie. Brian Flores is one of the best defensive minds to ever live. Helped coach the Patriots, was a defensive assistant for the Patriots, had a very large say in that 2014 team that won a Super Bowl. I get it. But no one expected Sam Darnold. Everyone wrote him off. Everybody wrote Sam Darnold off.
Well, I understand that. Like, I understand that part. I'm saying, you're saying putting him in Seattle was the perfect system for him when you're highlighting the same things that the 24 Vikings also had. So why was the 24 Vikings not the perfect system, but the 25 Seahawks are?
I think Minnesota is what brought him to the they had to try something.
Yeah.
They had to. And I think you take a chance on a guy that Kevin O'Connell, like Sam Darnold just fits his system. Well, for what he likes to run, I get it. Like, it is what it is. But also, Clint Kubiak's just a genius. No matter where Clint's going to go, he comes from a very, very crazy coaching tree. So, for me, like, this was a more perfect situation for him because there were things in place for him to elevate his game. I feel like Minnesota was his coming out party. I don't feel like that was a more perfect situation than Seattle. I feel like O'Connell is a whisperer, like you said. He gets the most out of guys, right? He got the most out of Kirk Cousins. No one thought Kirk Cousins was going to be that good when he was over there in Minnesota.
Yeah.
No one thought Sam Darnold was going to be that good. But O'Connell, after Cousins, people were like, okay. Kirk Cousins was always good, though. That wasn't the issue. Sam Darnold was always good.
You're saying Minnesota was the building block. You're saying Seattle was just kind of
the finisher. Like, Seattle, like, they took, I think what they did was take everything out of O'Connell's playbook and realistically fit that. And JSN is a play action wide receiver. He thrives those routes, corner routes, even just like long crosses on some of these, play action to one direction, long crosses on one. You set him on one side of the field. Even then, corner routes, all this other stuff, it fit what JSN was good at. That's also another thing. You drafted this guy to be a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. And I get it. He played with Justin Jefferson, who is, in my opinion, the best receiver in the NFL. But that's where I stand with like that whole, that's why I put him there. And the only reason why I put Drake May 6 is because he's a second-year quarterback, new coach, new offensive coordinator, MVP-like season, was toe-to-toe with Stafford all year, and his best receiver was a 32-year-old Stephon Diggs coming off of an ACL injury who barely scratched 1,000 yards. There needs to be a conversation with a banged-up O-line, a banged-up defense. Christian Gonzalez couldn't stay healthy. What's-his-face? Jack Gibbons couldn't stay healthy. Robert Spillane couldn't stay healthy. Like, there were all of these problems people forget about the Patriots that they had. And that's why I put Drake May ahead, because even though Darnold did the unthinkable, if you were to sit here and say you thought Drake May was going to be top 5 before the year started, you're lying to yourself. That, like, he was so good up to the measurement of DeMario Douglas and Kayshon Boutte, with also Travion Henderson, a rookie running back, and Ramondre Stevenson, who can't hold the ball in his hands. and Will Campbell was his best tackle, what he did was damn near. It was damn near the unthinkable. I mean, who was better than him on that line?
I'm saying I don't remember a name.
Right, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem, to be fair.
That's the issue. But now he also has these upgrades at spots where he should, right? The defense, the offensive line. So that's why going into this year, I think with Sam Darnold having a new offensive coordinator going into this year, it might be a struggle for him. There's no more Clint Kubiak there. Josh McDaniels is, in my personal opinion,
Morgan Moses,
the greatest offensive line. But Morgan Moses was hurt though.
Was he?
Yeah, he was hurt a couple. Like he was hurt. I feel like a couple times. But another reason why I put Drake May, he has Josh McDaniels and Mike Vrabel. His team did improve. And the thing is, the Seahawks lost some guys. It's going to be asking a lot of Sam Darnold to repeat what he did last year, but they're also pressuring him to be better than at certain points than what he was last year. But they got there with the Super Bowl and they lost some guys. But that's why I have Drake May at 6, bro. I think with his circumstances he was handed last year, having an MVP-like season, going to toe-to-toe with the MVP, we didn't know who was going to be MVP, whether it was him or Stafford. We had no idea. Neither one won a Super Bowl.
I felt like Stafford kind of had the upper edge the entire time.
Yeah, but you couldn't sit here and say you 100% knew that because they both went to the same length in the playoffs.
No, I didn't 100% know it, no.
And we didn't know because Matthew Stafford lost to Sam Darnold. Like, you know what I mean? And May lost to Sam Darnold. Like, we didn't know what was what. It could have gone to May.
Playoffs don't matter in MVP conversation.
Yeah, that's true.
They say that, but why do you think they announce it after?
That's true. That's true.
They say that. So I think if May wins a Super Bowl, we're having a whole different conversation.
But at the same time, everybody knew going into the Super Bowl, no matter who won the AFC Championship, the NFC team was beating them. Everybody knew that.
Facts. Yeah, that's true.
Everybody.
Of course. I don't think that was a question, but you also don't know that because we don't know if the Broncos, they weren't at full strength in the AFC Championship. We don't know that.
Well, I'm saying we knew in hindsight, Patriots win AFC Championship. Let's say
Seahawks didn't face many mobile quarterbacks. We don't know what Bo Nix would have done.
Let's say we still don't know who came out of the NFC side, whether it was the Rams or the Seahawks. We knew after the AFC Championship game, we knew either one of those NFC teams would have beaten the Patriots. We knew that 100,000%.
But notice how you said the Patriots. We don't know what would have happened with the Broncos.
With the Broncos, no. But
we have no idea because the Seahawks aren't used to running quarterbacks. Seahawks aren't used to running quarterbacks, though. We have no idea what problems Bo Nix could have gave them. So I won't say the whole AFC, but I will say once Bo Nix got hurt and that was it, I think everyone's hopes and dreams and the win was knocked out of the AFC sails.
No, absolutely. But so let's say the Rams beat the Seahawks and went to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
We knew 100% the Rams were beating the Patriots. 100%.
Oh, yeah. They're putting up maybe 50 points. Like
so at that point, we knew Stafford was winning the MVP over May. When we had not a doubt that either the Seahawks
the conversation
would have beat the Patriots.
The conversation isn't what if May. The hypothetical isn't what if May played against the Rams. It's what if he played against. Like, if that's not the hypothetical, it's if he won against the Seahawks. We all know they wouldn't have won against the Rams, but it's if he played against the Seahawks and won, the whole MVP conversation would be different because Stafford lost to them the previous week. That's the only reason it would be somewhat of a conversation. But I do agree with you in the sense that we knew that regardless, that was probably going to be the case as far as like, if the Rams got there, no one was going to beat them in the Super Bowl. Josh Allen, say whatever you couldn't even beat Patrick Mahomes. There was no fucking way you were going to beat Matthew Stafford with Puka Nacua. But so we can get to Elijah here. We might not even get through running backs, actually. I'm just going to keep it at quarterbacks. Let's do running backs the next episode because we're already at an hour and 9 minutes. Yeah. I mean, great convo, though. W convo.
Absolutely. I'm having a great time.
I just had a question for you real quick about Drake May. Would you rate him higher if they get A.J. Brown?
That's my issue. Yes. That is my AJ Brown hasn't landed there yet.
Well, it's another one of them hypotheticals though about
Exactly.
what if, let's say hypothetically Broncos beat Patriots and they had Bo Nix. We didn't see the Seahawks play against a mobile quarterback. That's one of your hypotheticals you use. Okay, let's go hypothetical here. We don't know how AJ Brown and Drake May are going to mesh together. That we just don't know.
It's a good point. But I think the reason why, if you understand film or just anything beyond the surface level of just like AJ Brown being a diva and Drake May being a third year, I think AJ Brown would elevate his play because it's a guy you trust to maybe come down with something that maybe no one thinks he's going to come down with that throw. I don't think you trust Douglas, Booty, and Diggs. Drake May had to be perfect every game, and I get it. The easy schedule, say what you want. That's fine. I'm one of those people that he had a very easy schedule, dude, but he was also a second year. So you could maybe use that argument a little bit stronger for other guys if they're not second year quarterbacks.
See, I don't know if we have that trust in AJ Brown like you say we do. He had a pretty
maybe
bad drop problem last year.
Maybe who was his quarterback?
Jalen Hurts.
And who threw for 4,000 yards last year and who didn't? With
Drake
less
May.
talent?
Drake May threw for that.
So if he gets AJ Brown,
Jalen
you don't
Hurts
think
not.
if he gets AJ Brown with the same receiver core and adds to that, you don't think? Do you think AJ Brown's better than Stephon Diggs? Let's be real.
In their primes or right now?
Brother, right now.
Right now it's AJ Brown for sure.
In their primes.
However,
it's Diggs in their primes.
AJ Brown did have a drop problem last year. I'm the Eagles fan. I watched every single game.
Who's throwing to them?
It doesn't matter who's throwing to them. If the ball's hitting you in your hands, you catch it every time.
But it wasn't always hitting him in his hands.
That's true. But also, you can literally pull up clips of balls hitting him in the hands, and he just dropped them.
Look at his target share. That's all you need to look at. Look at his target share. Tell me. We can come back to that another time, but when we do top 10 wide receivers, look at his target share. And that'll tell, in comparison to other years by game log, that'll tell you everything you need to know. I swear to God. I swear to God. Like, I'm
just saying, brother. This past year, AJ Brown kind of had a drop problem.
I mean, we could say that about CeeDee Lamb, but no one's just gonna be like, "Oh, CeeDee Lamb's not that good because he had a drop problem."
I'm not saying AJ Brown's not good.
He played against alongside George Pickens.
I'm saying there might be an issue there because AJ Brown had a drop problem. Let's say we think CeeDee Lamb has a drop problem. Put CeeDee Lamb on the Patriots. That drop problem is still going to exist.
Drake May was literally the most accurate quarterback in the NFL.
I'm saying regardless of whether the pass is accurate or not, let's say just take the ones that is hitting them square in the hands.
No, you can't.
Whether it's hitting them square in the hands or they have to reach up for it, a drop problem is a drop problem.
You can nitpick maybe a couple drops, but you can't nitpick the fact that Drake May was the most accurate quarterback in the NFL with less talent. So what would AJ Brown elevate him to?
Probably better. However,
there we go.
If the drop problem consists, then Drake May's overall accuracy goes down.
That's not true. How would you definitively say that when he didn't have AJ Brown? If he didn't have AJ Brown last year, how can you say that? But he didn't have. There was no issue with that last year, with less talented wide receivers. That's a quarterback. That's a quarterback indication he was putting the ball wherever it needed to be. He did not have an AJ Brown. It's being straight up honest. Like, there needs to be more nuance with that. That's why I have him where he is, because we could sit here and say, oh, like whatever the case may be, he had drops. But Jalen Hurts, who's never thrown for 4,000 yards, which a second-year quarterback did last year with less talent all around on their team.
Let's say AJ Brown never dropped the ball. Jalen Hurts more than likely passes 4,000 passing yards.
No, because you don't know what those catches. If it was a 5-yard slant, you'd have to watch the film. You would have to watch the film. You don't know if it was a 5-yard slant. You don't know if it was a 10-yard in. So I don't know how much of a difference that would have made. And if you look up his total drops, right?
I just did on Next Gen Stats. It said he has 1 drop. I don't know how accurate that is, but
No way.
Yes.
it said he had 1 drop
Next
and
Gen.
121 targets.
Bro, like, what are we
There's
doing?
no-
This is what,
there-
bro.
We literally had an entire thing last year about AJ Brown dropping balls, specifically in the playoffs.
You can't believe
that's what
everything you see on Twitter, though. Like a
That's what I'm
dropped
saying.
ball, you have to be wide open. Look at his coverage percentage, though. I promise you, he was double teamed all year. So that drop is probably 1 drop. He was wide open and just missed. And I'm telling you, I know I can remember this off the top of my head. It was an over the middle pass. I'm pretty sure it was an over the middle pass. He was wide open and just, I don't know. Brain didn't work. Something happened. I don't know. I'm a wide receiver. I played my whole life, so I get it. Sometimes you're too concerned about maybe getting upfield or someone's coming to hit you. I get it. Maybe. But
No, I get you.
it's
We
not
can-
like it was an issue.
Yeah, it's a debate we can continue for another time.
But I have Drake May 6, my 5th. I have Lamar Jackson. Now,
Okay.
Lamar. I have Lamar here because Lamar Jackson has had a similar situation almost of like Josh Allen as far as like I consider Zay Flowers came into being a wide receiver 1 this past season. You're 1,200 yards. It's not easy to do in the NFL, especially when you're the main target. And then you have Mark Andrews on your team, and then you have Derrick Henry. Getting 1,200 yards while you have Derrick Henry, or damn near, he had 1,100, maybe 1,200, either or. It was in that range between 1,100 and 1,200. On a run-first team with Derrick Henry and a mobile quarterback, he was also fucking hurt. And Zay Flowers still went for 1,200 yards while Lamar Jackson was hurt for like 4 or 5 weeks, right, Ben? 4 to 6 weeks or some shit.
4?
Zay,
What?
didn't they start off 1-6?
They did.
And they literally missed the playoffs by a fucking field goal.
They did.
Yep.
Lamar.
Like that's insane.
And the craziest part is that's why I said you just took the words right out of my mouth. Like they still almost made the goddamn playoffs, and Lamar
missed
Jackson
by
was on 1 leg. Like
so we went after at the bye week we were 1-5.
Yeah.
And our bye week was in week 7.
Okay, so
And coming out of the bye we went on 5 wins in a row.
okay, so I have him at 5 because remember his body of work. Let's not be rude. 2-time MVP. Let's not be rude. He had one of the most efficient passing seasons, top 10, top 5 ever in the history of the NFL. So I want to be rude. I was contemplating putting Drake May over him, but I was like, that's just rude, bro. I can't do that. It's very fucking rude. So
I guess, but like I said, this a consistency with Lamar, and I know this shit.
And he was hurt, bro. He was on 1 leg last year. Like, if he's not on 1 leg last year, they figure it out. I've seen them do it before. They figure it out. It's not like the Ravens haven't had injury problems with Lamar Jackson at the helm already.
Yeah.
So they've had less talented fucking running backs than
If Lamar
fucking
Jackson doesn't
Derrick
get injured,
Henry.
the Ravens win at least 11 games last year.
Yes, of course.
Yep.
At least.
Of course. The Steelers don't even sniff what they did last year
No.
if Lamar is healthy. So that's why I have Lamar at 5. I have Dak Prescott at 4. Now,
Love it.
Ow.
the guy, okay. He led like a top 3 offense in the NFL. You can't say his defense was bad and be like, he doesn't deserve to be there because you didn't make the playoffs.
No, the defense,
His defense
is not on
was
him.
top, bottom 5. His defense was arguably a top 5 worst defense in the NFL. So when you go out there and you put up 4,500 yards and there's no, like, I'm sorry, like, you have to put him there. Like, he did his job. Like, he did what he was asked to do. All this, and everyone had doubts. No one knew what he was going to be coming into it. Yes, okay, they got George Pickens, and we had an idea he might elevate, but I don't think we saw his elevation to a point of what he got to last year. And then on top of that, the Cowboys defense did get better, and then they got Caleb Downs, who literally Nick Saban and multiple other people said he could quit football and be a coach today in the NFL. Do you know how much high praise that is from some of the craziest minds in football? You don't think that he somehow, some way is going to go there and change the element of that defense when you have someone who could be a coach? He could be a defensive coordinator tomorrow. And this is Nick Saban, Matt Patricia, some of these other guys giving him this high praise. Even Malik Neighbors, when the Cowboys drafted him, I know y'all saw that clip. That nigga
I know which clip what you're talking about, but I
Yeah.
don't remember what it was.
He literally said, I don't want to play against that thing again. He didn't even call him by name. He said, I don't want to play against that thing again. He said, he's so good, I'm scared to play him. That's like one of the top 10 most talented wide receivers in the NFL. Talent. I know he hasn't done X, Y, and Z, but Malik Neighbors is like, he's really fucking talented, bro. And
Yeah.
if he's sitting there saying like, oh shit, like I'm scared to play against that thing, like that is like one of the craziest compliments I've ever heard in my life. And I think that he'll change it around. And the Cowboys also got a couple other people with some returning players. So it's a little bit different in the sense that I feel that their defense might be better, and that division, that NFC East division is going to be a bloodbath. I mean, when we do division predictions for our episodes, like I have the Giants in the interesting place.
Oh yeah. I was actually gonna see if we could do something here in a little bit. Before we end, I wanted to give a hot take for the season, but that's
absolutely, yeah,
a little bit later.
We could do one hot take each at the end. So what I will say is that I do have. I'm a Chiefs fan, so don't get me wrong. I have Patrick Mahomes third.
I'm so sorry. I want to go back to Dak Prescott real quick.
Okay.
Using it, and I'm not saying you did this. I'm talking about when other people do it. Using his defense as a gripe towards him. What are you doing, brother?
Yeah, a lot of people.
The quarterback has zero control over his defense. The quarterback has zero control over his defense.
But the ability to win games with a terrible defense does matter.
I really don't like that. Does yes. I really don't like Dak Prescott. I don't like the way he plays the game. But you know, I'm an Eagles fan, so you know, that's
a little bit. But I get it. Yeah.
However, using his defense as a gripe toward him and a diss toward him is just unacceptable.
Absolutely.
Like, yes, you have to highlight on the fact that he can win games with a bad defense, but using his defense as a negative toward him, it's like no correlation there. There's no correlation there.
Yeah.
Other than maybe when he comes on the field, his morale might be low because his defense let up his 45th touchdown of the year. But like, that's not a gripe toward him. He has no control over the defense. Never has, never will. Yeah, that's something I wanted to touch on.
I agree, bro. Absolutely. Now, there is a reason I have Patty third. I personally will tell you right now, I will stand on this hill. He's the second greatest quarterback to ever live. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I don't care. You can argue with your mom, argue with your dad, argue with your grandmother. If your grandmother had fucking balls, she'd be your grandfather. I don't care. I don't. Aaron Rodgers is not better than him. Peyton Manning's not better than him. I'm tired of having this conversation. Drew Brees is not better than him. That shit's over with. But with Rashee Rice being a fucking idiot, and we have no idea who the fuck he's going to be throwing to.
Worthy.
It's so hard to put him 1 and 2 because of what he's going into the year with. Now, if he gets AJ Brown, that changes my whole. He goes to 1. Like if he gets AJ Brown, it's going to change my whole perspective. But unfortunately, dude, it's what he don't even have a DJ Moore right now. Like Josh Allen has a DJ Moore. At least Josh Allen now has someone who has at least know what it's like to be a wide receiver number 1. Maybe he might put up a Stephon Diggs type resurgence season after last year on a loaded offense. He's now on a less loaded offense. They want to throw more with this new offensive coordinator. So I have a feeling Josh Allen's going to be statistically better than Patrick Mahomes. Now, I will tell you this. If Diggs or a couple other guys decide to take a pay cut, it's going to get real scary. It's going to get real fucking scary.
The way I see it is it's going to be AJ Brown to New England, and it's going to be one of two, Tyreek Hill or Stephon Diggs going to Kansas City. That's the way I see it.
I could see in a perfect world. This is just a Chiefs perfect world. I could see Diggs and
Let the
Debo
Chiefs
taking.
get his glaze out real quick.
I could see Debo and Diggs taking a pay cut. Like, let's say Veach is in that office, right? And he's talking to him, and he's like, okay, Diggs, take this pay cut, right? We'll get you that Super Bowl. You're playing with the second greatest quarterback to ever live. That's just won 3 rings. Take this pay cut. We'll go get Debo. Let us allot this money to Debo. That changes whole perspective whether AJ Brown goes to Patriots or not. I think that could be a conversation the Chiefs could convince to walk into because they've done it year in, year in, out. Year in, year out, they have done that. So it's a possibility only based on Veach's patterns and how good Veach is. But it's obviously a pipe dream and a long shot. Obviously, Diggs is going to want his money. He got all these kids, legal fees, whatever the case may be. He might have to pay some legal fees. Like,
yeah, that's a whole nother discussion.
Like, he might want something completely different. Debo is way more easily convincible. And if we strike while the iron is hot on Debo first, that might make AJ Brown more willing to change his tune, or it might make Diggs lower his pay cut. So I think, like, lower his salary. So I think if we can attack Debo and be like, listen, you're coming off this injured year. You weren't that good. Listen, you're going to take this amount of money or you're going to go somewhere else and not win. Do you want to win or not? You were on the Niners. You've been to the Super Bowl. Do you want to win or not? If I'm Debo Samuel, good enough for me, niggas. Where do I sign? Good enough for me. Where do I sign that paper? And then you tell me, oh, well, you know what? We let you take a pay cut. Let's go. We're going to go give some money to Stephon Diggs. To be honest with you, Debo Samuel is going to be way more useful to Patrick Mahomes than Stephon Diggs will be.
He would. He would thrive in Andy's system.
Yes.
He would thrive, but I don't
think
he'd be more useful than Stephon.
Yes, he would, because he's not a traditional wide receiver. He's just a freak athlete. With also, you mix that with K9, bro. You can put Debo in the backfield. Like, there's no. Until the unlimited ability of Andy Reid. And don't forget, we got Eric Bieniemy back, bro. Don't forget. Like, this coaching staff is back to where it was when we won championships, bro. Spags, Bieniemy, and Andy Reid. So that's what people are forgetting. Coaching is so important that Debo fits more than Diggs does. Like, Diggs is a great route runner and everything, and his catch radius is awesome. He's great hands. But Debo just fits the style of play we use. And then all the motions we use with Worthy, with Debo, we're going to use motions with Kenneth. We split running backs out. We used to put Pacheco out wide. What makes you think we're not going to split Kenneth Walker out there? We were putting Pacheco out there on a fucking island on a corner on a linebacker. Like, he couldn't do shit. So I think Debo would, like, absolutely, like, open up to the point where some of these other guys, they might come here. I don't mind Keelan Allen, but he better take 2.5 a year for like 2 years or something, maybe a year. I don't know. He was on $3 million a year his last contract. I don't want him, but it's whatever. That's how I feel about that. Then I have Josh Allen at 2.
Let me sorry.
Go ahead.
I have something as well.
I like pushback. Pause. Hey, yo. Hey.
Fucking not even 30 second timeout. We gotta take like a 30-minute timeout on that, bro.
30.
Hey, yo.
No, but I do want to say that.
My fault, chat.
If the Chiefs are seriously thinking about targeting AJ Brown, they have about 10 days to do that.
Yeah.
If they do not make an offer for AJ Brown by June 1st, AJ Brown is a Patriot. No, not a single doubt. They have 10 days to make an offer.
It's a pipe dream take.
No, I really think he's a Patriot. I don't think there's a realistic shot Kansas City gets.
Well, Vrabel's his guy. I don't see why he wouldn't. But if I was AJ Brown and you were to be like, well, you can play with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, I could see how that might dissuade my decision.
Yeah, but also you have a developing Drake May who, at this point, is probably gonna hang around just a little bit longer than Mahomes. But also,
we don't
with
know
AJ
that,
Brown,
though.
yeah, we don't know that. With AJ Brown getting older, he probably wants a younger guy because it gives him
He's 29.
a little bit better of a. No, I'm saying at the quarterback.
No,
He
but
probably wants a
AJ's
younger guy to
29 though.
develop because
That's the thing. Why would he want? He wants to win now. He's only going to go there because they went last year and because of Vrabel and Josh McDaniels. But if he really wants to win, and we're taking the criteria for that into account, I mean, how do you choose Drake May over Patrick Mahomes? And Kenneth Walker is significantly better. Use the run game to open him up, so they have to account for him. He's going to see a lot more single coverage in Kansas City than he is over there. Unless Travion Henderson takes a leap. But I'm sorry. That's the only pushback I have on that because he's almost 30 and he's a wide receiver. Like, his body's not getting any better with his physical style of play. He's not like a route technician, bro. He's a big body. Like, I use my size and physicality to get myself open.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
No, I don't know. It's hard, dude.
It's tough. I know it's tough. Yeah. I get it. 1,000%.
I don't know. I just feel like New England's a more appealing place for him. Sorry, I don't mean to keep cutting off. But.
I know you're good. We're never cutting off here. Conversely, I think that's a great thing you bring up though, because Vrabel is more attractive. Bro, he's been dying to play for the Patriots. He cried when they didn't draft him. He literally cried. Like, obviously he wanted to go. He always has, but now that I think he wanted to do that because Brady was there and Belichick, but now that he sees they've turned a new leaf, like. It's a different situation for him. I do agree with you in the sense that he's going to lean more towards that because of the coach. I have no doubt he's probably going to be 70, 30, 80, 20 Patriots.
And see, another thing of it is that if he goes to New England, he's basically guaranteed, the most touches out of anybody by far versus going to Kansas City. I mean, you maybe probably have to split with Rasheed. Plus you're going to have a superstar in Kenneth Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're gonna want to run him since they haven't had their number one big hitter running back in fucking God knows how long.
Right.
So I think in his mind, New England is the more appealing place just because you're gonna get the most touches from your receivers. Mm-hmm. But touching on Travion Henderson real quick, I think he is gonna make that leap, dude.
I do too.
Stevenson's getting too old. He's really regressing. So I think Henderson's going to make that leap.
I think he was ready for the leap last year. You just didn't get enough touches.
No, absolutely.
You just took the words on my mouth. Elijah, go. Yeah. Absolutely. You just took the words on my mouth. Continue. Absolutely.
I just thought it was disrespectful the way Vrabel used him, to be honest. Like, he could.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, he kept using Stevenson for some fucking weird reason.
Yeah, I know. He was fumbled 3 times.
Familiar. I could see Henderson had some vision issues, but he's a rookie. Let him figure it out. He was clearly better than Ramondre Steve. I don't even think that should have been
dude.
It should have been a conversation in that film room. When they were watching that film, it should have been, okay, Henderson has some vision issues, but that's a scheme thing you can fix. That's a coaching thing you can fix. That's something that's a mental thing. You can get them to use their mental to see those types of things and be able to navigate it. It's not like he had a skill issue. He had one game where he had almost 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. The guy is really good.
The first 9-10 weeks, they were barely using Henderson. He had, however many yards and 1 touchdown. And then 5 weeks in a row after that, he had at least a touchdown a game. The first 10 weeks, he had 1 touchdown. 5 weeks in a row, he has 1 touchdown a game. What are we doing?
Right. Absolutely. And
okay, go ahead, my bad.
I'm sorry. I was gonna go to the next QB, but Ben, get it out the way if you have to.
Yeah, because it's about the Chiefs. We said for the wide receiver that they can possibly bring. We said Deebo, Hill, Diggs, or AJ Brown.
Mm-hmm.
They're not bringing Tyreek Hill. Let's be honest. The thing with this man is he's injured at least for half the season.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you think? I don't know what's happening with Rashee Rice, but that's another subject.
Oh, he's gonna get suspended. He's gonna get suspended.
Yeah, for sure. So you
I don't.
replace-
If he doesn't get suspended, Patrick Mahomes might have talked to the devil.
yeah.
So
So you don't replace an injured guy that is currently injured and having legal problems with a guy that is injured for half the year. That makes just no sense. Now Debo can take a pay cut, Diggs can take a pay cut, and AJ Brown they have a week and a half to strike out a deal or is in the pad. So that's more likely for him to be a pad. So it's either Debo or Diggs. Either works, but it's not Hill, it's not Brown.
this is a crazy take. Elijah might not agree with. Eli might not agree with this at all. But what if we gave up Chris Jones and let Peter Woods do his thing? We gave up Chris Jones to the Eagles because hear me out. Jones is aging. What if we give him up for AJ Brown? The money might match. And you put him next to Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. That makes them more elite. You know, they like their defense. And like, hey, give us AJ Brown. We'll give you Chris Jones. We got Peter Woods for a reason now. I know you don't like it, but tell me, guys, talk to me. Hold on.
No.
Let me go full screen.
Philadelphia
Does it
goes way too hard on the young guys. They would not take that.
But does it make sense? You think about it, bro.
With what
they
Philadelphia
love
is trying to do, I would say no. I think it would be a
Bro,
decent move, but I don't think
about
it's what
it.
Philadelphia wants to do.
Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Jalen Phillips. No, Jalen Phillips went to the Panthers. I'm sorry. I lied.
No
They got
shit.
somebody else. I'm sorry. Who was it? Fuck. Ben, I'm sorry.
Will
Can you look
Smith,
that up for
Jahad
me?
Campbell.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Jahad Campbell. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that is
Him and Chris Jones and Jordan Davis together? Dog, if you are anybody, you're telling me, Eli, you wouldn't want that on the Chiefs?
You
wouldn't want
every
those two on the
field goal
Chiefs?
attempt ever taken against them.
You don't want those two on the Chiefs? Like, think about it. If someone said, yo, you can have, let's say we had, forget AJ. Let's say the roles were reversed, right? Let's say the roles were reversed for both teams. If you're sitting there as a Chiefs, you wouldn't be like, oh, shit. I have Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Chris Jones, and Jahad Campbell. What the fuck? That's the best pass rush in the league.
Yes.
Who
I
are you
think
going to
the
double
Chiefs-
team?
I think the Chiefs would do that. However, with what Philadelphia is trying to build, I don't think they would do it.
They're more inclined, though. They like their offensive. We love our secondary. We love our linebackers. We got lucky with Chris Jones. We got lucky with George Karlaftis. Some of these other, we don't like Frank Clark and Derek Johnson. Those were like two guys who, that was back in the day stuff. We're in now in the new times. Veets and them are not so excited about edges and all that. The only reason why we got our Mason Thomas, you can't pass up on him for where he was. You can't. You can't pass up on him for where he was. This nigga Kelton, yo, bro, what the, hey,
What the fuck?
yo, gang, what? Kelton, huh? I just saw that. Yeah, no, this nigga is crazy.
Yo, can somebody bend this guy real quick?
Yeah, no, that's he works with us. He works with us. What? Hey, that was funny as hell. I'm sorry, but shit, like that's how I'm feeling. And like I said, you guys, I have Allen and Stafford. I want to get to Eli here, so he can do his top 10 list. But I have Allen second and Stafford I have first because, I mean, dude, MVP.
Matthew fucking Stafford.
Yeah, I have him first. Just coming off of last season, like. Mahomes is also coming off of ACL. We don't even know if he's going to be like the same.
That's another thing I wanted to touch on. Oh my God, there's so many things. We don't know if Mahomes is going to even be available week 1, week 2, week 3, however long.
Right. Continue. I'll be right back.
He might be, but that's too much of a up in the air thing right now for AJ Brown to be like, I kind of want to go there, but like I said, New England just seems more appealing in his mind. All right, we can get off that now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like Mahomes. We went over my list already. Like Mahomes, he's not beginning the year most likely. So or like if he is, if not, if not gonna. It's not, I mean,
So
the health's gonna be a problem, but
at
Just-
least in the beginning of the year, AJ Brown's not gonna want to step into that. I mean,
yeah,
it's
that is
not.
true. That's
You're
why
missing your star quarterback. You're missing a receiver that could help you out. So you're going to be double teamed pretty much every play.
Yep.
I don't think they're going to suspend Rasheed more longer than 6 weeks. Hell, I think even 4 is the max. But like I said, we don't know how long Mahomes is missing. So
I would that it's 4 is too low for me. 4 games, that is.
I can't
No,
lie,
I'm-
bro. They
I'm
might
saying
suspend
it's
bro
too low
10
for
games,
you.
8 to
Yeah.
10. They
I don't-
might
I
suspend
don't
him 8 to
get
10.
dummy crazy on him. I don't think they're going to get dummy crazy on him.
Bro, he's running into legal issues with
Yeah.
his probation over
And then
weed.
you just
I don't care.
You
You
violated
think
what you got off on. The
Yeah.
NFL is gonna hand him the book. Like, I don't know if they're gonna allow that. Like, they just were like, we gave you 6 games and allowed you to come back. Now you wanted to smoke weed, be an idiot, violate your probation. Now you're in jail for 30 days. You remember?
That's true, but at the same time, he
Kids
should have
watch
got
league.
more than 6 in the first place.
Kids watch this league though, bro. They're gonna bring the book down on them. Like, they honestly, if they don't, you know how many nasty, and Eli will agree, you know how many nasty conversations there are going to be about like, oh, the league favors the Chiefs and all this other shit.
No, absolutely.
You know how many nasty conversations we're going to have and how much turmoil or like controversy, forget turmoil, not turmoil, how much controversy it's going to bring to the NFL. Like, oh, you didn't suspend him because he plays on the Chiefs and that's Patrick Mahomes, number 1 wide receiver. They don't have a choice but to give him like 8 to 10. Even if they give him 7, or if they slap him with 6 again, they have to do something. I don't think if they don't do a thing, as a Chiefs fan, I'll be real with you, I'm shocked. I'm the same guy who's a Bruins fan and said Charlie McAvoy should have got 10, 12 games for the slash he had on Zach Benson. Like, I don't think there's any room for that in that game. I also don't think there's any room in our locker room for this type of bullshit at this point.
The thing about it is that they should bring the book down on him, but will they is the big question.
That's the big exactly.
That's the big question, yeah.
Exactly, bro.
I just don't see it happening, bro. Like, I really don't.
I mean, if he got 6 the first time around last year, I can't imagine being 6 or
I was
any
gonna
lower.
say, that's another thing. How often do we see second offenders, though?
That is true.
Often enough. In the NFL, at least. In the NFL, at least. That's all I'll say.
Let's say they get a punishment for the first one and then they do it again. How often do we see them get a penalty for both of them? Just anybody. We don't really see it.
I mean, I don't know. They're usually good about cracking down on this stuff. This is why I give them the benefit of the doubt.
So I see that as, yes, they might do something about it, but because of their unfamiliarity with it, I just don't see it happening.
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
I feel like they're gonna work under the 3 strikes and you're out type of thing.
Okay, that's
with that point, that will make the second one even bigger than the first.
Yeah.
But realistically, I don't.
For me, it's 8. It's gonna be 8 minimum.
Yeah, I can see that happen. Yeah, I really could. Like, I could see a world where he gets slapped with 8 to 10 games within the next.
No, and he absolutely should.
2 weeks. You're right, though. I will say you are right in terms of, are they going to? Absolutely. Like, I'm not even going to argue with you on that because I know what you're talking about as a Chiefs fan. Like, people are going to be like, well, they might help him out. Patrick Mahomes is coming off a torn ACL and they just got Bieniemy back. Like, we need our top dogs back there. And Kelsey's the most famous person in the NFL. Like, shit's stupid, bro. Like,
at minimum, they're missing both of them for at least 4 weeks.
And then at that point, we may as well sign Tyreek Hill. What the fuck? If God forbid, I'm dead serious. We may as well sign Tyreek Hill because, like, if he's gonna miss half a season, we may as well just sign him. And what's like? I don't get it. Like,
extra time to rest him since you're not going to be really doing half of shit anyway.
Yeah, Rice is a fucking idiot, though, bro. He's an
Yeah,
idiot. But
that was an awful situation to begin with.
anyways, we got to get to Eli here. Eli, sir, you're a top 10 quarterback list, okay?
Is he back yet?
I think he might be. Eli, are you back?
I saw him open his camera. But...
No, yeah, he should be here. If he's not here, though, I do have a question for you guys, though. Okay.
What's up?
Oh, he's here. He's here. Okay, here we go. Eli, your top 10 quarterback. Let's start from 10, my brother. Talk to us. Let us know what's good. His mic's on. So I can't hear him. Can anyone
I can't hear him either.
Is that just me?
No.
Okay. We'll come back. Elijah, we'll come back to you, okay, Eli. But anyways, okay, so
one check. Okay.
Real quick, just to dive into this, right? Okay, interesting question. It's about Minnesota. Who's gonna win that quarterback battle? I want to hear your guys' opinions. JJ McCarthy's reported to look good.
Hello.
Oh, there he is. Yes. Hey. There we go. We'll get to that after.
My fault.
You're good. Nah, do your thing, bro. Absolutely.
All right, number 10, I got Sam Darnold. You convinced me earlier to put him in the top 10. I don't think he's – I don't know. It's tough because I don't think he's – talent-wise, I don't think he's top 10. But just because he won the Super Bowl in the production, I got to put him top 10.
I'm with you.
Just the back-to-back years, winning 14 games, and like you said, no one even saw that happening on either team. Oh, shit. Can't see me. My fault.
Nah, you're good. Yeah, do your thing, bro.
Why is it so zoomed in? What the hell?
Yeah, Chiefs kicked him in the
No,
I guess on the camera. That's so zoomed in. All right. Anyways, number 9, I got Caleb Williams. 8, I got Jared Goff.
Jared Goff at 8.
So you basically flip what I have from 8 to 10.
So far. Oh, fuck.
I don't hate it, but why?
Why Jared Goff at 8?
Yes. I feel like I know what you're going to say, and I feel like I'm going to hate myself for not putting him at 10.
I don't know. I think, are you asking why he's so high or why he's so low?
Why he's so high?
High?
Yeah, because 8's a really high play for Jared Goff.
I mean, he threw 34 tutties. I mean, 4,500 yards. I mean, he had the second best pass rating in the league. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like he gets a lot of hate, but he's better than he gets credit for, I think. I know he had Amon-Ra, he had Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery. He has a great O-line. That defense was bad, wasn't it? Or am I wrong?
They were injured.
No, that defense.
They've been injured a majority since he's got there. So, yes, you do have that right. They legit have been injured a lot, that defense, bro. That's like the one thing the Lions can't seem to
They can fucking
escape.
Stay healthy on defense. They are.
Oh my God, they'd have 2 Super Bowls in the last 5 years. Genuinely.
Absolutely.
Somehow,
Especially from about 23 onward, bro. Oh my God.
I just think he gets hate for his name. I don't know. I feel like if you tell anybody a quarterback with 4,500 yards, 34 tutties, and 8 picks, and you didn't give a name, they would rank him pretty high.
If his name,
I like you, bro. Yeah, that's a good point. I can't even argue that.
If his name Travis White, bro.
I feel like
his name. Oh shit!
Eli knows ball for real.
If his name Travis White, he's in that conversation.
Right. Name him John. He could be John Madden Jr.
I feel like the average person, based on that stat line, would put him 6 to 12.
That's a great point, bro. I like that nuanced point. That's an excellent point, bro. But the question, the only thing is you don't even, what does his offense look like? Then when you look at his offense, you're like, oh, you should throw for like, and he had Ben Johnson, but that's the only, that's not even a pushback, but I feel like that would be something people might add. But you make a great point. Like if the whole fucking name disappears in the team and everything, and you're like, listen, compare this to what he did in this season, right? And then compare it to Lamar Jackson's best passing season, regardless of rushing stats, you might be like, oh shit. You might not even know who's who.
See, what the thing about Goff is, though, I feel like he goes just above what is expected of. Like, he's just above average. He's never going to be the type of guy that you look at the season he just had, and he's like, oh my God, I'm fucking mind blown about that. Like you were saying with Sam Darnold. I don't feel like Jared Goff is ever going to be that, no matter what.
That's fair. No, I can see that too.
But last question I have for you about Jared Goff.
What?
What do you see him being this season going into this season? That's another thing we took into account as far as, at least I did. I'm not going to speak for everyone else, but I did.
No, yeah, I did too.
What do you think he's going to be this year? Like, do you think he's going to repeat what he did last year?
I mean, I wasn't keeping up with the Lions too much this offseason. I know they got rid of David Montgomery. Did they make any, like, splash additions at all?
No, really.
No.
Well, I'll be real. You know, now that you convinced me. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie, Ben. Think about it, because I'm a consistent guy. I can't have Caleb Williams at 10. He's convincing me because if I'm gonna sit here and say what I say about Caleb Williams and like what the potential is, his defense did get worse, and Ben Johnson's now bringing in his guys who we don't even know if that's gonna work. And like the Lions do have somewhat of the same roster, right? So, and some of these guys are coming back healthy. So for me, like, I'm not gonna lie, man, you just convinced me. I'm not gonna change it for the sake of like doing the graphic post when we do it on at thebaystatemedia.com. I'm sorry. At the Bay State Media on Instagram, BayStateMediaCollective.com. Please search that up. But you just convinced me, bro.
Yeah,
Continue.
I
I'm sorry.
I just think Jamel's going to continue to improve too. Amon-Ra, I mean, we already know what he is. And I know losing David Montgomery hurts, but honestly, I think that also helps. I just think Jahmyr Gibbs getting more playing time can definitely help them more. He's more explosive.
They're replacing with Isaiah Pacheco.
Sorry, I just want to clarify too. What exactly did he convince you on? Did he convince you to move Jared Goff up?
Yeah, to 10. Like,
okay,
it's the consistency factor. Like, we haven't seen everything from Caleb Williams. I know he took a leap, but like, if I'm gonna be consistent, look at the game we're literally watching from last year right now.
No, I mean that was a dot to St. Brown for real.
I'm just saying, and the Lions defense sucked at that point. So
that was a little wobbler, but it still got there.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, that specific game where they played against the Bears, like, this is a majority of the first video. Like, he was just out dueling.
What I like about that last one though is that when he threw it low like that, he saw a safety coming up on him. I can't remember which receiver that was, but he saw a safety coming up on him. He knew that he was gonna get lit up and just fucking destroyed. Probably maybe fumbled the ball a little bit. So he threw it lower to protect his receiver. That's something I like out of him. I've noticed that about him all the time, is that he's been able to make safe passes. He's not putting the ball at risk. He's not putting his receivers at risk. He's always been just, being very careful with what he does.
Right.
Sometimes it works out. Sometimes he kind of, loses the plot a little bit. But
I'm with you, but he convinced me. I'm being honest. He 1,000% convinced me. We'll get to the comments after. Thank you. Shout out to Mr. Kelton, our resident Discord details updates guy, along with Ben, who those two, they work together. And Ben is the director of our announcement channels in Discord. So guys, go check out our Discord. But I lied. I'm sorry, Eli. Let me let you continue here.
So I'm at 7, right? I did 10, 9, and 8.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
7. I guess I gotta put J Herb. 6.
Justin Herbert.
Herbert at 7 is interesting.
I'm not a huge fan of Herbert.
Wait, Jason, you've had him higher. I don't want to hear it.
No, I had him at 8.
Oh,
I mean,
8 was perfect.
I mean,
well,
I just gotta put him top 10. I just forget.
Based on my believer energy,
I still think he's better than Goff. I think he's better than Caleb. I think he's better than Sam Darnold. I mean, skill wise, I don't see how that's really arguable. I don't think any of them have shown that talent wise that they're better than than Justin Herbert. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think he's going to get better. I think him and Jim Harbaugh are going to – he just needs to get – his O-line was injured, right? Or were they just terrible?
They were
hurt.
Injured. He had Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater. If they were both healthy the whole season, it would have been a different story, honestly, especially with Jim Harbaugh.
And they're both coming back, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they both are. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, so
I will say the only thing that Caleb Williams is better at than Jared Goff and Justin Herbert, in my opinion, is his clutch factor. That's the only thing I think Caleb is better at than the other two.
Yeah,
absolutely. There's Yep. Absolutely. Go ahead, Eli.
I think 6. This is where it gets hard. I'm gonna have to put Lamar.
Oh my God, I thought you were
I
thought you were gonna say Jalen Hurts, bro.
No, I didn't hurt in my top 10.
God.
Sorry.
Thank God. Oh yes, yeah. I mean, you can't even be mad at him because I had Lamar Jackson at 5. So I like y'all can't even say that. Like, I had Lamar at 5. Continue. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You guys don't like? You think it's too low?
No, I got him at
No, I like it.
I literally have Lamar. Elijah. I literally have Lamar at 6, and I'm a Ravens fan.
Jason had pushback. He had pushback. But me personally,
I had 4.
I wrestled with Lamar, Prescott, and May. That was a weird thing to wrestle with. It was weird to wrestle with that, but I respect it though. I like it. 1,000%.
This is where top 5 now.
I mean, you still must say some big names that I have.
I don't want to put Joe Burrow this low, but
nah, brother. I mean, you.
I'm gonna put
everybody else.
I'm putting Joe Burrow.
Brother, I had him lower than you.
So did I.
I had him lower than you.
I had him at 5 too. Yeah.
I had 7. Burrow. I had Burrow at 8.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So you, talk your shit.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fitting right in.
No, I can't disagree with you. Because I think he's the second best quarterback in the league. It's just when you add nuance, it's fucked up for Joe Burrow.
Bro felt bad for having at 5, but he's a top 5 quarterback in the league.
It's just fucked up when you add nuance. Then when you add nuance and you're like, well, he hasn't played a full healthy season. Who knows how long?
He felt bad for putting a top 5 quarterback in the top 5.
That's how I know. He knows.
He's top 2, top 3.
He should be, but we unfortunately can't even put him there. It sucks.
Literally get him the most middle of the pack offensive line in the league. He is top 2 every single time.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. Continue, my boy. You cooking right now.
Number 4 at Mahomes.
Whoa.
Dude, Mahomes pissed me off so many times last year. I mean, we blame the defense, we blame the receivers, but bro, there was so many times where he overthrew a receiver or underthrew a receiver or made a bad read. Like, dude, he did not have the best decision making last year. He definitely is having a fall off. And I know he's scared of the O-line. I know he's scared of getting hit. He doesn't trust his team. But man, you gotta make when the game's on the line, you cannot be like, dude, he just messed up so many times when the game was on the line.
Who was he throwing to? I'm sorry. No, I don't. I can't. No, please.
No, I understand what you're saying. No. Like, you have to go back and watch the games. He made bad reads. We can't just constantly blame the receivers.
No, but when you can't get open, our receivers as a core was bottom 7 in the NFL in getting open. What more? I'm gonna let you go. I can't.
He's number 4. It's like I put him at below that, but I can't put him above.
He should not be outside the top 3.
Right now, I can't put him top 3. And as a Chiefs fan, of course, I'm gonna be biased. I think he has.
I respect it because you're a Chiefs fan. That's
something we based it off of. Also, what he's done up to this point in his career, but also
yeah, you can't count bro out.
It's just bro, I know he doesn't have the receivers, but we have to base it off on I mean, you can't just keep constantly saying what ifs. We have to base it on what we see. I know
what ifs?
He threw 22 tutties and 11 picks, man. Come on.
What, bro? No.
I know. I'm not trying to stat.
Nah.
I'm not just stat watching. I can give
Eli,
reasons behind it. I'm not
come-
just stat watching, bro. I love Mahomes. I think if he has the receivers that can get open, and Rashee Rice dropped so many passes when the game was on the line. I'm not saying you're not wrong. I'm just saying that basing it, I just can't put him above Matthew Stafford right now. I can't
One
put him
season
above,
does this for you?
bro.
One
basing
season
it-
does this for you?
Are we doing overall rankings or what we think they're gonna do in 2026?
I mean, like, we have to take into account everything. And he won 3 Super Bowls, dog. He's been to 5. He has
But if we're
2
basing,
league MVPs, 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Like, dog, we
okay, but if we're basing it off of 2026, what we think they're gonna do in 2026, I don't think he's gonna be better than these 3 quarterbacks ahead of him. He hasn't thrown over 30 tutties in 3 seasons. Bro,
But he
if we're
didn't need
basing
to
it off
do
of
that to
I'm
go
not
to a
saying he's
Super
bad.
Bowl.
Bro, I'm not basing it off of that. I'm just saying that I don't think he's going to have better stats than these next 3 guys next season, even if he's fully healthy starting the year. I think number 4 is a good spot for him. I think Drake May in his second year, I think he's still going to take that extra leap. He gets I'm not basing off of AJ Brown, but if he gets AJ Brown, he 100% will outperform Mahomes next year. Dude, you even said it yourself. Who is he going to throw to next year? You don't have Rashee, right? Who are you
But
basing off of them?
I have trust in Brett Veach, though. Like, he's gonna figure something
But that's
out.
a what if. That's a what if. You don't know.
But a lot. So if we're looking at what ifs, then Caleb Williams can't be on here. Bo Nix can't be on here. Like, if we're just focusing on what ifs, if we're talking about what ifs, Patrick Mahomes is 1. Like, if
But
we're talking about what ifs,
you're basing on an addition to the team. You can't do that. The what if for Caleb Williams is we think he's going to improve, but we're
who do
not.
they add? They got
we
worse.
think he's going to improve because he's young. That's what we're saying. But like you're trying to say that the what if the Chiefs what if is them adding people. We're looking at the actual teams right now. That's what I'm saying. We don't
But
know
if
who
you
they could
look
add.
at
Nobody.
our
They could-
team and you look at the Bears team, we are better than them on paper right now.
I'm not saying that we're not. 100% we are. But receiving wise, no, we're not.
Luther Burden hasn't proved anything more that Xavier Worthy has.
Roma Dunes is better than any receiver on the Chiefs. You can't even say otherwise.
Oh,
Bro, come on.
I'm gonna let him have that.
Maybe Rashee Rice is the only thing. I think
I'ma
if
go to
Rashee
the
Rice
film.
is healthy, I think if Rashee Rice didn't do his fucking fuck shit, he could be a top 10 receiver. I 100% think he could be a top 15.
I'm gonna go to the film. I can't argue that. I'm gonna go to the film. I can't even argue that one.
Fair.
I really can't. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I gotta go to the film for that. I can't even argue. I'm gonna have to watch some film tonight or tomorrow. Either or.
I will
'cause
agree that I'm disrespecting.
that might be a
Mahomes in
good
this
point.
sense. That I think talent-wise, and he is better than all these next 3 QBs. But I'm just saying, if we're basing it off how they're going to perform next season, I can't put him above. This is hard because I'm trying to base it off production. But if you really want to go based off who's the best,
I
then
like
yes,
it though.
I think
Stand on your shit. I like it though. I love it. I do. I really do. I do. I think your list
like
is honestly
torn,
right
man.
now. I think your list is the best one out of everybody, bro. I'll be honest.
You're kind of like convinced me to put Mahomes higher, but it's just hard. I don't know what he's gonna have next year. I don't know
I
how he's gonna
respect
play
your take,
based off
though.
his knee.
It's making me think. Like, I respect your take 1,000%. Not a lot of guys have come on here and I've been like, oh yeah, I respect your shit. Like Ben will tell you. We had 2
Yeah.
fucking idiots before this. Like,
I mean, like you said though, it's also could be looked at as a positive because he didn't have any receiving help and he put us in almost like most of the games just straight from him. But dude, without Rashee next year, it's just hard to see who he's going to throw to. Xavier Worthy, Tyquan Thornton, like Jalen Royals, who we don't know shit about. Like I don't know. It looks rough. Like if they don't sign anybody, because like you were saying, we could get Debo, we could get Diggs, but it's just up in the air. We don't know if they're going to take pay cuts. We don't know what they're looking for. They could. it's just hard. And everyone's saying Tyreek, but I just don't think he moves the needle, even if you sign him. I think he's at the stage of his career where he's, especially with that injury, he's not going to really do a whole lot. I think he would help, but I don't think he really changes the team that much.
You spitting facts, bro. I can't even argue. Like, I get it 1,000%. Now let's see what the top 3 is looking like.
Drake May is number 3.
Ooh, spicy! I like it. I like it.
I did want to touch on the Mahomes thing just one more time. With him just basing it off of 2026 alone, because he didn't know that we were throwing everything else into it with it. Just based off 2026 alone, I think 4 is a good spot for Mahomes. Just off of 2026 alone with nothing else, I think 4 is a good spot for Mahomes.
You what?
Continue, Eli. Go ahead. You're an Eagles fan. I ain't taking your ass seriously.
No, bro. Listen.
You're an Eagles fan. Fuck no. You're an Eagles fan.
No, right? He made his
you
entire
might
list.
fuck around. You might fuck around and say Jalen Hurts is the best QB in the league. I don't know. You mean like
no. With him just basing the list off of what he thinks 2026 will be like, not any accomplishments they've ever made, not, nothing about their MVPs and this and that, Super Bowls, none of that. Just basing it off of what he thinks 2026 will look like, I think 4 is a good spot for Mahomes.
Yeah, that's what I was basing it off of.
Beautiful answer to that point. Absolutely, brother. But hey, Drake May, why do you have him 3rd? Talk to us, bro. I would love to hear. I love it too. I love it. I think it's great.
I mean, look at his receivers last year. I know you guys all said this, but exactly. His receivers, I mean, what he did was an easy schedule, sure, but what he did with the receivers, I mean, the schedule don't really mean anything if he's throwing the ball perfectly. I mean, you look at his passes are beautiful. I mean, the way he's like the timing and like the softness he's doing, it's just hard to just even describe it, man. It's just watch this film right here. Like I remember turning Patriots games on, dude, and every time I saw him throw the ball, it was a dime. Like the corner routes were beautiful. Like, dude, he's just extremely accurate. He's smart, and I know he didn't perform the best in the Super Bowl, but come on, it was his 2nd year. The nerves got to him, whatever got to him. He had the O-line wasn't blocking for him. I mean, I don't know. I think he's number 3. I think he's going to improve. I know he lost Diggs, but it don't really matter. I mean, he was throwing to nobodies besides Diggs and giving them pretty good stats. So, and the Travion Henderson thing, I think if they actually give him playing time, that'll make that offense super explosive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have a lot of distractions going on, but does anyone know who their coach is right now? Is it still
the
Vrabel?
Patriots?
Yeah.
Vrabel. Oh, yeah, it's Vrabel, and they have Josh McDaniels. Yeah, they're good. They have the same staff from last year. Yeah.
Is Vrabel going to be at camp and stuff, or is he?
Oh, yeah. No, he's good. He's good.
He's good now?
He's good.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good.
Then, no, yeah, I think they're set if they don't have any more distractions going on. I just don't agree with cutting Diggs, though. I think that was fucked.
Apparently missing day 3 of the draft for therapy.
I get it, though. They don't want to pay him. They cut him because they're going to get AJ.
Oh, is that why they cut him?
Yeah, because Diggs was like $20 million a year or something.
Oh, I thought they cut him because of his legal troubles. I thought that's why. I was gonna say he got proven innocent, but
I was gonna say all that shit just got dismissed though, which is really good.
Yeah, they cut their loss with that, which it was a good thing they cut their loss with that because you'd rather just AJ Brown be here. Obviously, you may as well take the risk. God forbid, just sign him back. Like he might not take 20 mil a year. So
he was making 21 mil annually. Yeah,
annually. Like that's like a high number. Like that's a pretty high number.
A lot for a 32-year-old.
Yeah,
but they took a risk and got to the Super Bowl last year. I don't think he's going to repeat what he did last year if they were to sign him again. But you may as well take the risk on AJ Brown and give him what he made.
It could be a case of just like how Derrick Henry's doing though, where people are saying for the past 2-3 years that he's going to regress, and he just keeps doing the same thing. It could be the same case for Stephon Diggs type of guy.
Well, if I'm not wrong, right?
That's another what if.
Diggs signed a 3-year contract with the Patriots when he signed. So it was 26 million guaranteed, right?
Wait, you said your stream got suspended?
What happened?
Yeah, stream suspended for policy violations.
Policy.
Oh, I don't really care. It's YouTube. It doesn't have anything to do with Twitch or Instagram. It's just YouTube. YouTube might say that in front of y'all. It just YouTube sucks, bro. There's so many laws and regulations about that shit. It's stupid. But we're on Twitch.
It's because you're playing highlights on it.
Yeah, which I don't care about because Twitch and Instagram doesn't care about that. YouTube does.
Because that's a copyright violation on YouTube.
We're not monetized, and we don't have enough views to get monetized, so we don't really care about that right now at this moment. But when we get to a point where like we start getting more viewers, obviously, we you know, as we climb, we will make sure that we do that type of stuff. But regardless, I just think this situation, like you just said, like Stephon Diggs, right? So it was a $26 million guaranteed contract. I don't even know how many he actually. The reason why they cut him is because he met a lot of the incentives. So he got that guaranteed money, but he also met the incentives. So they didn't really have to pay him anything extra off the top. That's why they cut him. So cutting him to cut the losses didn't do anything to the cap space. Now, the reason why that's a good thing for them is when they cut him, he already got the money that he was guaranteed, literally, through those incentives. So I'm sure that's how that works, to be honest with you. I don't think it's added on to like the other stuff. I think it's guaranteed based on X, Y, and Z. But even if it was extra stuff, it's not enough extra money where it's going to hurt their cap space pockets. So that's the reason why they're gunning so hard for AJ Brown, because it's going to be a similar amount of money, but for someone who's younger and a little bit better and not coming off an ACL tear.
I do because this could make a really interesting situation in just a hypothetical world. Let's say somehow the Patriots don't get AJ Brown. What are they doing at receiver?
That's true.
I mean, they have Romeo Doubs, which I mean, like I've never been high on him. So I think he's good. I think Romeo Doubs has potential, right? I think he's good enough to the point where I can sit here and say, like, even without the drop problems, I think he's good in the sense that he's tall, he's fast, he's somewhat got hands. He's somewhat a guy that was on an offense where he did need to somewhat be a focal point to a point besides the run game. Like, I'm not sure. Like, Christian Watson was hurt, and, like, I don't know how I feel about Romeo Doubs as a whole until this year because he hasn't shown anything that's like, oh, I'm going to be an overwhelming wide receiver one. But when you look at the film, kind of like it's like he's an okay player. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say he's some amazing player, but when you look at the film and you watch the film, like, the potential is there. And I think that drops are an issue, obviously, and you have to scheme a lot of these when you see these routes, as you just saw in the last two. Like, a lot of this is schemed up. He loves going over the middle. That's the type of guy he is, which they didn't really have a guy like that this year. The Patriots threw a lot of the balls that they had outside on fades, corners, all this other stuff, because those are the types of guys, streak routes. Whereas, like, he can run these types of routes too. He's good, like, right there, 50-50 ball. Like, when he's on, he's on. Like, I can see the potential. But they gave him $80 million fucking dollars, bro. Not total. It's not guaranteed, but his contract, as far as like what he's supposed to be, like he signed for a 4-year contract that was $80 million. His base value is 68 with 12 million in incentives. They gave him $40 million in guaranteed money. Like,
I don't think Dobbs can be that. I don't think he can be your guy that being somebody that makes a play every once in a while, every couple of games makes him, a big star. He's the type of guy where you got to use him all the time for him to stay hot, because once he's with the Packers have, had a legacy the past couple of years of having 5 wide receiver 2s and no real standout guy. I think if they fully committed to Dobbs being that standout guy rather than having, a guy you target here and there and then another guy you target here and there, like Dobbs has to be that number one that you target all the time. Not every single play, obviously, but, at least, 4 or 5 times a game for him to stay hot. He's that type of guy.
Right.
He's
absolutely
not somebody. He's not somebody that can just be a floater and show up every 2-3 games or so and still be a high production player. Like, he's got to be consistent with how much he gets.
And you put AJ Brown next to him, or one of
And
these other
now-
guys, it's going to open the field for him.
Exactly.
So I agree with you in the sense that, like, when you look at his skill set and you look at what's possible, Jordan Love is fucking nasty. I wanted to put him at 10 so bad, but I knew I couldn't do that. Like, he's so good, bro. Like,
Jordan Love floats around 11 to 14 for me.
I think he's 11th. Yeah, he's like right there, bro. Like, he's like right there. Talent-wise, skill-wise,
No,
he's
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But you can't put him because, fuck, man. That's another conversation for another day. But this is like the overarching where I think you have Drake May at 3. Like, this is a guy that he's automatically going to be the best jump ball receiver. And look at that. Strength, size, speed. He's got it, bro. So
Yeah,
I don't even hate the Drake May at 3 because even Romeo Dobbs might be better than Stephon Diggs because he's younger and not coming off ACL. He might even have a better season. Remember, Stephon Diggs only had 85 catches for 1,045 yards. So he, with Drake May, the most accurate quarterback by percentage in the NFL by analytical percentage stats, I think this might be a guy who might get 1,200 yards this year. It depends. But if he really has a dud of a season and has the drop problems he had here or injuries in Green Bay, it's going to be real fucking scary hours for them.
No,
But,
yeah.
I'm sorry, Eli.
Yeah.
The Patriots have the potential to be either a disgusting wide receiver team or a disgusting wide receiver team. You know what I mean?
Right.
It could either be disgusting good or disgusting awful.
Mm-hmm.
You got to hope some of those guys take a leap. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But Eli, continue.
Number 2, I got Matthew Stafford, and then 1, Josh Allen.
I love
Whoa.
Josh Allen. I love Josh. No, I love Josh Allen. Dude, he's had like the least amount of help out of some of these guys, bro.
We
Offensively.
just got DJ Moore, man. I think it's gonna help a lot.
Exactly. That too. That's why I had him at 2.
That's true, but if you're basing your list off of just 2026 alone, you really think Josh Allen with DJ Moore and that's it is going to have a better season than Matthew Stafford with
His
Luka
I do.
and
best
Devontae
receiver
Adams?
was his best receiver was Khalil Shakir. Huh? Like he made Khalil Shakir almost get a Khalil Shakir almost got a restructure because of Josh Allen. If Khalil Shakir is your best receiver and he did what he did last year, he went all the way to divisional.
Again, it's if you look, he said he made his list just based off of what he thinks 2026 will be.
Not just
You
he
think-
took that more into account, is what he said.
Okay.
I don't,
So you have Matthew Stafford coming off an NFC Championship game appearance, an MVP season,
Mhm.
and then Josh Allen, who was pretty good with what he had, but not like a standout type of guy. Then you just give him one wide receiver, and you kept the defense pretty much the same.
I just think
really
Josh
think
Allen's
he's gonna
better
have-
at the end of the day. I mean, with his leg talent, I mean, that's what I'm factoring into account too. I don't know. I just think Josh Allen's a better QB than Matthew Stafford. I don't think Matthew Stafford's going to throw 41 touchdowns. I mean, he could. He very well could. 46 touchdowns, sorry. I can't see him throwing 4,700 yards, 46 touchdowns, and 8 picks. I don't see that happening again. That's the first time he's even came close to those stats in his whole career. He's only thrown more than 40 touchdowns one other time. More than 30 touchdowns. He's only done that 3 times. He's usually a 20 touchdown or more guy. He's not. Those stats are kind of an outlier. I mean, if we're going to base all of their careers now, if you're going to base the previous seasons, then yeah, I don't think he's going to have a better year because
Eli,
like I said, you look at the whole stats, this is an outlier season. It's not like he does this consistently. And plus, he's 38. He's only getting older.
I can't lie, bro. Eli cooked, y'all. I'm sorry. His list is my favorite. I think he did a good job. I think he did the greatest job over any of us explaining why and the nuance based on that.
No, yeah, I agree.
It is tough to ask a 37-year-old quarterback, 38-year-old quarterback, whatever it is Stafford is. It's tough to ask him to do 40 and like all that again. Like that's a tough ask. He has the team to do so, right? Like that's the only reason. But Josh Allen now has DJ Moore. Like he has a wide receiver number 1 again. Like we have no idea what he might do. For real.
My only gripe about it is that I think Stafford is in a better position to do it more than Allen is.
I do agree with that. I will say that that's a fair point.
I agree with that. But the only thing is also Keon Coleman came out there and called himself ass. He said he's going to do anything he can to work on his game. I think at this point in a place where it's Buffalo, it's like a place where, you know, they take that stuff seriously. And McDermott is fired. Now there's a new regime. Like, I think they want to throw the ball more. Like, Keon Coleman's going to be more involved than he ever was before now in this offense. And it could lead, like, I think I do like what Eli's take as far as, like, Josh Allen being one, because now you have a wide receiver one with DJ Moore. It's, you know, it's the best situation. So, dude, I love it. I loved it. Now, before we get out of here, we missed the fucking Thunder game and everything else. Sorry, guys. Apologize. But get to the comments here, okay?
Wait, Jason, didn't you want to do a hot take? What was your hot take?
Yeah, you did have a hot take.
I wanted everybody to do a hot take.
Oh, yeah.
Do I want to go first?
Well,
I mean,
I'll get it out the way.
Ooh.
Don't be surprised if the Giants are second in their division, okay? Don't be surprised if the Saints are above the Buccaneers next year in the division. You guys can do what you will with that. That's just how I feel.
Okay, it's fun.
Those are my two hot takes.
Now, mine is I don't necessarily 100% think it's going to happen. I just think it's a pretty realistic possibility.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Dolphins might be the first team to go 0-17.
Yeah, that team is
second.
No team has ever gone 0-17. Two teams.
0-17.
Okay, I get
it. It will be the second team to go winless.
Semantics.
It would be the third team to go winless.
Semantics. I get it. Semantics.
The first team to go 0-17.
No,
yeah, semantics.
I
don't even hate that. I mean,
you got
a fucking $100 million contract off of 2 games, cooked.
You got HN and that's it.
Yeah, HN and
that team has nothing else to show for.
Jesus
you have
Christ,
HN
yeah,
and that is it.
What the wide receiver one is
Malik
fucking...
Washington is like that. No, I'm just talking shit. I'm sorry. No.
Malik Washington,
nah, he sucks.
Tutu Atwell, and fucking who else?
I try to be nice. Tutu Atwell? Oh my god.
Tutu Atwell, he could be a dog, but you know, we just don't know enough about him.
Like they drafted Chris Bell. Okay. But in that offense, it's not gonna work.
Right, yeah.
I'll say Tutu Atwell was like that in Los Angeles. I will 100% give him that.
As a wide receiver 4.
Yeah. he filled his role in LA. I'll say that.
Yeah, but we won't be to do that in a wide receiver 1 in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he could take a step up to be a wide receiver 1. He can fill his role as a 3 or a 4, but I don't think he could be a wide receiver.
See, that's where like Miami fucked up because they should have drafted a wide receiver higher than they did.
No, they should have.
They should have attempted to trade back into the first round to get one.
Or draft one at 27.
Listen, guys. Use some hot takes will continue. The next episode, we've been on here for 2 hours and 30 minutes. We normally, I know. Normally, like, it's been a little bit shorter lately, but this was awesome. This was beautiful. We'll have some greatness for you guys on Instagram, okay? You guys can come through on any of these lives. YouTube, I know it's funny, bro. This shit sucks. We're gonna have to figure some different shit out. But I need y'all. So please hit that bell button. Hit that subscribe button. We're probably gonna go fuck around in Discord. I mean, me and Ben probably are, but you know, Jason, Eli, thank you guys for joining us, man. We appreciate that shit for real. This is the best football episode we've done all year.
I'd love to come back and do some more.
Absolutely, bro. Anytime. You already know, Jason. You already know. Eli, obviously, if you want to come back anytime, bro. You guys killed it. Eli's list is my favorite. I like the nuance. It was awesome. Maybe had me rethinking my shit for real.
Different color beams on the poles like a rave. Keep the shit I do in the dark like a cave.
See y'all on Discord, man. This is my boy. This is my boy, TBC Lotto. Shout out TBC Lotto. I'll let it play for y'all. Cause y'all in here. I'll let it play for y'all.
Product never dry out. Really made moves. I don't got shit to lie about. Walk 'em in the bank in a punch like Floyd. Really got the sauce. I ain't talking about soy. Pockets got swole. I ain't using no roids. Drop a Mike Tyson in the bank, let it bang out. I just made a play, got another at the same house. Little bitch amazed when she see the racks laid out. Moving like a felon, I can never get that stain out. Okay, bitch, okay.
Hey, a lot of work put into this moment. A lot of work. Remember one thing today. You're not alone. You got 10 dudes around you that are going to lay it on the line for you. Do the same for them. Dominate on 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
I'm crossing in the straight. You know that I don't play. I will take you on a date. Yeah, I'm the
Ready to go.
You know that I'm a star. And it's all okay from the high. You ain't here when it's high.
Hey, gotta love this